morning, good evening, good night, and welcome back to another episode of the HoloBros podcast, the only podcast which is the most and ultimate transparent podcast on the internet. It is your boy Wins for Life, aka your boy Weezy, back again with my best friend, my co-host, my guy.
It's your boy Coop, man, aka the Great DC, and we are back at it again. Appreciate y'all for tuning in. And this week we are back to our regularly scheduled
That's a
program.
fact.
I know you guys been waiting for that, man. If you got some applause out there, cue that applause.
Yes sir, yes sir, yes sir, yes sir. We gonna put the applause track in the you feel
Yeah,
me?
you're gonna definitely do that. You know what I mean? Got the but hey man, this time we lit, nothing to do, we good. So once again though, before we even start, appreciate y'all for even rocking with us, for even clicking on the video. Much love
Facts.
and support. But we're not gonna hold y'all up too much longer. Let's get right into it.
Hey.
Wheezy, man. Hey, man. The great Jay Z once said, "If you having girl problems, I feel bad for you, son, because I have 99 problems, but a chick ain't one." So now, Wheezy. Speaking of that marvelous quote by the good
Oh
brother, the good
man.
brother Sean Carter, aka Jay Z. What maybe do you have? Can you repeat that line? Are
Hey
you able to
man.
recite that line with
Nah, I
with
am. Nah, I
truthfulness?
am. Nah, I am. Nah, trust it. Nah, trust and believe. Hey, we 2 minutes in that. We ain't 2 minutes yet. So I ain't even buy a tweak just
Yeah.
yet. But yo, just know, fellas. Hey, don't be like me, man. You know what I'm saying?
Well, real quick, before we even get into that, let's eat. Let's kind of catch them
Word.
up to speed on
Alright,
what
word,
we're even
word.
talking about. So over, was it the weekend? Yeah, over the weekend, some interesting events have transpired, and our good pal, man, our comrade, our pal, our buddy, Wheezy,
Why did you say
good.
it?
So some interesting events have transpired in this man's life, and it just so happens to involve a female. So with that being said, uh, Weezy, I would say take it away, but we have a little twist to this topic because let's just go back. I want to go back kind of to maybe your last two or three encounters. Encounters like you're in fucking wild or some shit. Yo, I don't know, bro. Just some of the
Yo,
words you
what?
some of the words just be funny, so I just decided to use them. Like it's just funny. Like
Yo,
encounters is funny. Encounters when referring to the opposite sex is mad funny.
but why did you say encounters like I just came out of battle, dude?
Nah, I'm just saying encounter like you just survived the shark attack or some shit, or you got too close to a cheetah or some shit,
Nah,
and
bro.
they were trying to get you away from their cubs. But
Mm,
nah, so like I want to say like give us your leading up to this moment. Give us like a brief quick summary on how things went left. Let's say how things started and how things went left. A brief synopsis on your past. Let's say two past I'm not gonna say relationships because y'all didn't date, but
it
like
was like some
woman
situationships.
experience. Yeah, yeah, just like yeah, one of those type shit. So we could kind of get a pattern of your lifestyle. Yo,
Yo,
nah, yo, this is my man.
yo,
Nah, this my
call,
man's. This my
yo,
man's. This my
what?
man's. This my man. I'm just this my man's. I gotta
Nah,
fuck with him.
bro.
I gotta. Are we past 2 minutes?
Nah.
I just cursed.
Yeah, yeah, we
All right.
3 minutes in.
Yeah, nah, I gotta. I'm trying not to curse anyway, but yeah, this my guy. I gotta mess with him. So y'all out there listening, this my guy. Don't
Hey,
take it like
man. Yeah,
literally like I'm
yeah.
trying to bet. This my guy. This
It's
my
nothing
guy.
malicious, bro. It's nothing
Yeah, nah, this my
malicious.
guy. This my guy. But
It's just like, yo.
comedy style.
It's lit. Honestly, what Coop said is literally a pattern, and it's literally this is why I said one of the first things I said is don't be like me. So alright, boom, right? I ain't gonna lie, I have
Yo, anytime a nigga start off with "I ain't gonna lie,"
I
he's probably lying.
nah, bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I kinda have a tendency to choose the wrong people, or not. I won't even say choose the wrong people per se, but like more so like basically have people come into my life that I think that are the right people, but evidently they won't be. Like I'll be presented to signs over and over again, like yo, like
So,
this person ain't really for you, my nigga.
so not to cut you off, but to kind of condense it a little bit and like make your point a little more clear. I'm pretty sure what you're trying to say. You correct me if I'm wrong, but what you're saying is it's not that you picked the wrong ones. It's that you let the wrong ones stay too long after
Exactly.
you realize they're the wrong one.
Exactly.
Okay.
That's exactly what it is. And that's why, like I said, that's one of the first things I said, like, yo, don't be like me, because this is actually a callback. So it'll be after maybe like the first one or two signs. As soon as somebody brings up a red flag, bro, you should automatically be ready to pack them up. Especially if
Mm.
they not matching like what you doing and like how you basically giving them love, or like not even giving them love, but just more so like just being a genuine person and not reciprocating that energy for you. So, and if you know that you need that energy reciprocated, you shouldn't let them stick around for any longer than they need to be. But in my cases, I'm the exact fucking opposite. Like, I don't obviously I don't know when to stop. Like, obviously I don't know when it's like, yo, like, I need this person to get the fuck up out of here, up until the fact that it's too late. Or not even the fact that it's too late, but more so when the situation becomes more critical than it used to be. So what I mean by that is like, all right, so boom, right? Um, I just got out of a situationship, or like a situation like Coop was talking about. So Friday, yeah. So this is when we recorded the pod. This is why me and Coop, we had to like push to like do that show last week, because we
Yeah,
both had
yeah, yeah.
something to do.
So real quick too,
For sure.
cause this my guy, but I gotta put him on blast real quick. So we sped out of here so that we sped out of here for this story, guys.
Uh,
Now I'm no, 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 really. Oh, I had to leave before him, so it's not really his fault. But like, I'm gonna just say it's his fault. Don't like forget about me saying that. Let's just say it's his fault for now, right? So
yeah,
we sped out of here. He like, yo, I gotta leave in 2 minutes, yo. Come on, like we sped out of here so he can do
yeah.
this, right? This story that he's about to explain, we sped out of here so he can do that. So go ahead.
All right. So boom, right? So this was a shorty I've been talking to for a couple of months. We've been on dates before. And it was cool, but it would be like some signs that'll arise, and like I said, me being me, bro, I would notice the signs, but I guess me just having like too much of a good heart, I would just be like, all right, maybe that's not what it is. Like I said, callback. Don't ignore the signs. Um,
All right.
and I would be like, I would try to get a person to benefit it out. Like, I would basically try to play devil's advocate for them. Like, maybe they didn't mean that or whatever. So boom, right? So Friday, I ended up picking this person up from work or whatever, and I ended up bringing them home because they asked me to, and they didn't want to walk in the rain. So I'm like, all right, I got you. Me being me,
That's
open.
first of all, that's real. That's real spill. That's real stuff. And
Yeah,
that's also a callback, real quick, ladies. I told y'all not grateful. Like y'all
facts.
not grateful, bro. Like, cause this, bro, he could have had Shorty. Well, y'all gonna see what's going on, but he could have had Shorty walk in the rain, and this night would have never even happened. This whole situation would never happen. But he could have had Shorty walking in the rain, like A Boogie said. I was walking in the rain with my Tim's on, stepping over puddles full of pain. Like, come on, bro. He could
Yeah.
have had her really, really like living that rhyme, living that lyric.
Nah,
She could
dead
have
ass
really
though.
been walking in the rain with her Tim's on, stepping over puddles full of pain. It's a big storm.
Dead
Like,
ass
dead
though.
serious, bro. But instead, he pulled up on Shorty. Like, nah, I got you. Take you, you know what I mean? Go
Yeah.
crazy, right? Take you to wherever you got to go, and that's it. But continue.
So I ended up picking Shorty up from work, and so weed is legal here in Jersey. So YouTube, you can't demonetize this episode because
YouTube, don't do this.
weed
YouTube.
weed is legal in Jersey. It is legal in Jersey.
Yeah.
So
And life is
um,
legal in Jersey, too. And I'm high off that right now.
that's a
High off
fact.
life.
That's a fact. Stay sober, kids. So I ended up picking her up, and she went home to go change, and we ended up going to this spot that she showed me to or whatever. We smoked, whatever. It was fine. And then she tells me that she gets a bad feeling because it could have been one or two things. I think it was because she actually told me this shit. She was like, "Oh, it was mad cops out, and it was just like three or four cop cars that just like flew past us like at this spot that we were at." She was like, "All right, I'm not going to play with somebody's intuition when they say that they have a bad feeling about something." So I didn't toy with that. So driving home now, mind you, whenever me personally, whenever I smoke, I need some time to process things. I need time to like, all right, here's how I'm feeling. We good. Drink a little bit of water, and I'm cool. Boom, right? So I didn't get time to do that. So I'm like, all right, whatever. Take her home, and she's on the ox or whatever. And at this point, we're like maybe like halfway towards her house or whatever. Her house wasn't too far from the spot. I want to maybe say like 5-10 minutes, if that. So I ask her in a respectful way. I'm like, yo, like, can you play the song? Because me, when I'm driving and I'm in that state, I need music like I just need one song to listen to. Like it doesn't matter what it is, it just needs to be some hard shit just so I can lock in and focus. So I asked her, I'm like, yo, like, can you play Open Praise by Westside Gun? Cause Westside Gun's album is just dropped that same day. So I'm like, fuck it. Let's bump some Westside. Cool vibe. So then she says, oh, if I'm on the aux, I want to play my song. Now, mind you, I let her be on the aux or whatever, let her do her thing. But
Bro,
I also tell her this. I'm like, bro, like, there's nothing wrong with one song request. You could be
no,
on a
no, 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 no. All that, I'm on the aux. You're in my
yeah
car.
yeah
Shut
bro
up. Sit
yeah
back. Enjoy the show. Hands and feet in the vehicle at all times.
yeah
Like, what's
bro
going on with y'all, bro? Nah, seriously, bro. Cause like, this might be a topic on another episode. Or we might damn near make this a subtopic on this episode. Who are you? No, seriously. Like, no, dead ass. Not even talking to Shorty, but like just in general. Like, who do people like in general? Who do you think you are, bro? Like, not even just Shorty, just in general, as just us as people. Why are we so arrogant to be thinking the way we think, bro?
facts
Who are you, bro? You in this nigga? You in this man car, bro?
facts
Bro, you know how many times I've heard stories, and this is like little stuff, but it's just like it still shows the arrogance of humans, bro.
yep
You know how many times I've heard people like they'll be on your speaker, right, playing music. You'll be like, "Yo, bro, you can play such and such." Yo, bro, and they try to make a big deal, nigga. You're on my speaker. Or like if you let somebody use your charger, and then you be like, "Yo, can I see
yeah
that charger
right
back so I can use it?" Yo, bro, like yo, it's my charger, goofball.
yeah
Like,
right
what's up? Like, I don't understand, bro. I don't get it, but I digress before I start ranting. But just real quick, I just wanted to point that out, bro. Like, who do people like think they are, bro? Like, this is a self-reflection for everybody. This is for me too. Like, sometimes I be having to check myself. Like, nigga, who are you? Like,
yeah
who made you God? Like, why are you above certain? Like, why do you feel like you're above certain things? Like, I feel like it's good to always give yourself that look in the mirror and that self-check because a lot of times it's like you may be thinking like, bro, it's just an ox. Like, she's on the ox. But yeah, bro. But it's a bigger meaning. It's like not a bigger meaning, but it's like uh, a bigger issue than that. Than just I'm on the aux, I'm playing my music, bro. If I'm in Weezy car playing music, if he allows me to be on the aux playing music in his car, and he be like, yo, can you play this song? I'm like, all right, bet. I'm not gonna be like, nigga, I'm on the aux, bro. I'm like, no,
yeah
because he could easily say, nigga, give me the aux, bro. Like, move, nigga. This is my car. That's like you go to somebody's house and you want to change the channel and watch a movie, and you get mad because I say, yo, can you put on this movie? Nigga, you're in my crib. Get out if you mad. Like, what is wrong with people? Seriously,
I
like,
don't
dead
understand
serious.
it,
What
bro.
is wrong with people? But anyway, go ahead, bro.
But yeah, so she then does that. I'm like, whatever, bro. Like like in the mindset that I'm in, I'm not even trying to argue, bro. Like I'm just trying to get her home safely. Make sure we both like get home safely at this point, cause like I said, it's hella cops out. We just passed by a cop just pulling somebody over like on some crazy shit. Like the house was hot that night, so like boom. So as I'm driving home, everybody who knows me know I drive a modified car. For those who want the specifics, it is a 2007 Volkswagen Mark V GTI. Hatchback base. If you guys wanted the specifics, it's nothing crazy to it. Just wheels, exhaust, intakes, and that's about it. So and it's lowered too. It's suspended. So with your car being as low as mine is, you need to avoid potholes. You need
At
to
all costs. At all costs, bro. And I'm not even a car dude, but if you know anything about cars at all, and I'm not a car dude at all, but lower suspension means your whole car is basically damn near to the ground, which
yep
means if you hit a pothole, especially a New Jersey pothole, I don't know where y'all from, but New Jersey, New York potholes,
nuts
eh, I don't give a fuck if you in a pickup truck, bro. Like, listen,
nuts.
right now, as we speak, right where I'm sitting, not right where I'm sitting, but in this apartment complex, it's like going to the dumpster. It is this insane, like insane pothole, and I'm in a paving crew, so I can see it. Like, if you're in a paving crew or you know anything about construction, it's down to the QP, bro. Which means it's down, it's lower than the, it's lower than the base. I mean, than the top, the base, and then it's all the way down to what they actually put the pavement on. So
What the
it's
fuck?
that low. So it's like you see 3 layers. It's like it's insane, and it's a big ass hole. Pause. So like these the type of potholes I'm talking about, bro. Like these New
Yeah,
Jersey potholes be like that, bro. So
and
number
they don't be
one, in a
fixing them shits.
suspension car, that's what I'm saying. Like that shit I'm talking about is not been fixed. I've seen it before. I like was looking at that apartment,
Mm,
and I've been here damn near 2 months, still nothing. Right. So just wanted to point that out for people who don't live over here that need context of why that's like a big deal, because
yeah,
maybe where you're from they get fixed, or maybe they're not that like crazy. Maybe it's just like a small pothole. Over here it's
right,
bad, yo.
right.
It's horrible.
And if you hit one of them, like let's say if
You could be in
any
a
of
pickup truck, hit one of them shit,
it's
you might get fucked
nuts.
up.
It's nuts, bro. So I say that to say something like, all right, I'm swerving. I'm trying to swerve as many potholes as I can while also still trying to like maintain the rules of the road. But when you're driving in a city, it's about 50 times worse because the potholes are deeper pause and they're just like they do more damage because they don't repair them shits because you're in the city. So,
You shit's hurt.
bruh, in unspeakable. So, I'm swerving, like dodging them, but I'm still hitting a couple. As I'm still hitting a couple, I smack, yo, I smack one so hard, bro. And at this point, with me being in the state that I am in, and like she kind of just blew my shit with the aux. I kind of started like my panic meter was like is like rising at this
Bro.
point, bro. Like
Yo,
it's
bro, if you
like
could put a panic meter of you right now on
yo
the side of this video, that would
yo
be legendary.
son, like my like when I tell you like my panic meter is like up here on some shit, like it's boiling, bro.
Oh
So
boy. Panic
when
meter is crazy.
when I hit this pothole, bro, I'm like, nah, bro, no way, bro,
Nah.
cause it like in a way you could have felt like my car like you could have seen like my car kind of like raise up a little bit after that hit.
Ooh.
So like it was like fuck like it was
Yeah.
bad, bro, it was bad. And then like I remember driving home, so it was kind of like leaning to the right after that shit. So at this point, bruh, I'm panicking because I'm like, I just fucked my car up. Like, and the thing is, for those who don't know, German engineered cars are expensive. Volkswagen, BMW, Porsche, all expensive. You know, Porsche is more like a supercar group, but it's still in that same category. Mercedes, all that. They're all expensive parts when it comes to it, especially with the maintenance. So at this
Wait,
point,
did you said Porsche?
Porsche, yeah. That's how it's actually pronounced. It's
That's
Porsche,
what
not
that's what
Porsche.
that's how it's pronounced?
It's Porsche. It's not Porsche. It's Porsche.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, but don't say that to me no more. Say Porsche. Go
Yo,
ahead though. Go ahead though, bro. Don't Porsche. Okay. Go ahead, bro. My
yo,
fault.
Hey man, so I pull up in front of her crib, and you know what I'm saying. I'm not gonna lie. Maybe I coulda. I like I said. Maybe this is me giving playing too much of a devil's advocate. But I pull up in front of her crib, and mind you, she lives across the street, and she's like, "Oh, can you like go in the parking lot and drop me off in the parking lot?" So I'm like, "All right." But in my like, what came out? I didn't say all right. I said fuck. Like I told y'all, bro. Like my panic is like it's
Yeah.
just spewing out at this point, cause it's like in the mind state that I'm in, trying to get her home. She giving me shit about the aux when I could just kick her off, but I'm not that type of guy. So um I put I turn into the parking lot, turn around, and I try to let her out. She's like, "Oh, can you pull up in front of my crib?" So I'm like, I didn't mean to get that face, but like I said fuck again, cause my panic, like I'm trying to tell y'all, like my panic is just flowing out.
Yeah, I know y'all like, wait, what? I know,
Yeah,
like, cause I ain't gonna lie, I kept saying the same thing, like, wait, so why he keep spamming that? Like, when he
yeah,
told me that,
bro.
I'm like, wait, why you keep spamming that? So I
But
know y'all probably at home, like, this nigga.
y'all have to realize though, like in the state that I was in, and in my car, like having a lean now. Nah, bro, it was nuts. It was
Man, that
nuts.
nigga, that pothole made this shit have a gangster lean.
Yo,
That's crazy.
on folks, bro. So I pull up in front of a crib, and me being me, I try to console her. I'll be like, I'm trying to be like, yo, like, I'm sorry. Like, I didn't mean that. Like, it wasn't intentional. And I try to tell, like, yo, like, I fucked my car up trying to hit a pothole, but she wasn't having none of that shit.
Wait, so this real quick, so they kind of understand a little bit better. So what do you mean? What did you say you didn't mean? Like, you didn't mean what?
So, like, I didn't mean to, like, keep spamming fuck like that. Like, I did it.
Yo, this man was on an F word
Yo,
barrage. He just started
I was,
letting them go.
yo, son, when
I
you
was
hit
like,
them greens from deep, bro, that's what that
yeah,
was.
that was like you had your takeover. That was like the South Park. That was like that South Park skit. Shit. Woo, kitty.
Yo, son,
Yeah.
nah, for real though, bro. And it was like, yo, like I didn't mean that, and I was trying to take accountability for that in the moment. So I'm like, bro, like I didn't mean to like keep spamming that shit like that.
Yeah, he
So
spammed it.
I, yo, like when I
That
tell
nigga,
you,
he spammed the same attack.
when I tell y'all, I spammed it like I used to spam the same combo of Killer Instinct when using
Yeah.
Orchid, and she had the flailing leg combo. I was spamming like that, bro. But it was nuts. And then I tried, like I said, I tried to console her. I'm trying like, yo, like I'm sorry, like I didn't. So she gets out my car and she slams my door. I'm like,
Yeah. Yo, listen, bro. Once again, like I just said before, who do you think you are, bro? Not just her. Once again, not just her, just in general. When I say this, I'm saying this to just everybody in general.
facts.
Who are you? I have to ask myself that. I'm not just asking y'all. I be asking myself this when I be catching myself tripping. Nigga, who are you? Like seriously, who are you? Like, what makes you God? What makes you above certain things? Like, bro,
Nothing.
if you wouldn't slam your mother car door, why are you slamming somebody else's car door, bro? I don't give a fuck what happened.
Sick.
Because, like, bro, like, relax. First of all, that's somebody else's property, dude.
Yup.
And especially, bro, like, if you black, bro, you already know.
Mhm.
You tried to slam your parents' door at one point, and what your parents tell you? Slam my door again and see what happens. You better not slam that door.
Yup.
Like they'll say stuff like that. So that tells you what? You shouldn't slam people's doors,
Yup.
whether you know the reason or not. First of all, number one is just disrespectful. Whether it do damage to the car or not, it's just disrespectful. Same thing if you leave in somebody's house and you slam the door. What is you slamming? Like, what's up? Like, this is what I'm talking about though, bro. Like, and this is what it comes down to. Once again, who are you? People be thinking they are above like everybody. People think they're just because your feelings are hurt or whatever the case may be. or you just feel like you're entitled to do something, you feel like you're above the rules, you're above all this shit, bro. You're not. You're not God. Stop trying to play God, bro.
Yep.
Stop. And like I said, I know people like, yo, you probably taking it a little bit too serious. Like it just was a car door slam or it was just the ox. No, it's not. It's a deeper meaning because the same people that do that, not people, because I don't want to just single. Like I said, I don't want to single shorty out.
Right.
But the same, like when you do shit like that, you're liable to do something else on a higher level if given the chance and the opportunity. You will do it.
Mm-hmm.
So the point is, people got to start checking themselves. It's not even once again, it's not a shot at Shorty. She might watch this, but if you do, shout out to you. We don't got no issues with you. But
Nah, facts.
the facts are the facts. People have to stop thinking that they are above the rules, the laws, whatever.
Yep.
That's why they have places like jail and other places that are for people who think that they are that, to show you that that's not the case. Now there are people that get around the rules and things like that, but every dog has its day. There's karma. There's things that go around. So we're not gonna get too deep into that. But my point still stands, bro. Stop. Like check yourself.
Yep.
Once again, not to Shorty, to everybody that's watching this video, to myself, to Weezy, check yourself,
Yes,
bro.
sir.
Sis, check yourself because you're not above the law.
Yep.
Stop thinking that you're above the law. You're above some type of moral compass or ethics, and stop, bro, because that's how you get in trouble. And that's when it comes to, yo, I didn't mean that like that. Or that's when you start ruining relationships and opportunities for yourself
Yep.
because you think you're above something. You're not. You're a human just like I'm a human, just like he's a human, just like she's a human. So it ain't no, oh, let me just slam his car door because I feel mad. Would you slam your mother's car door?
Fuck no. No, damn well she gonna be on that ass. Come on
Would
now.
you slam your father's car door? Your grandma, etc., etc. So stop, bro. Once again, who are you? Who do you think you are? Random person out there. Who do you think you are? Myself, Weezy. Who do you think
Facts.
you are? Like, I want y'all to really understand when I say this, bro. Who do you think you are? Remember, I want you to remember my voice next time you tripping. I want you to hear this voice. Who do you think you are? Seriously. People
Facts
be
only.
moving out here. People be moving out here like kids. And once again, I'm gonna keep saying this just so everybody know. And if the young lady's watching this, she knows as well. This is not about her, but this is I'm using this situation to just bring a talking point up to everybody. You have to check yourself. You're not above these things, bro.
Yep.
Stop this because that's how kids move. I gotta tell my nephews that, yo, who you think you are, yo? Like, what is you doing?
Yep.
Because they feel some type of way, so they gonna stomp their feet or something. Like, bro, what is you doing?
It's that arrogance and ego.
You know what I'm saying, bro? But they gotta leave. That's kid stuff, bro.
Yep.
But that's the problem. We have never been able to, not never, but like most people don't develop, bro. That's
Yeah.
why I feel like that's why
Yep.
we're here. So we could kind of help and kind of like paint that mirror, not paint the mirror, but like show that reflection and like I
Right.
guess try to give you the message in a different way that you wasn't able to deliver to yourself, so that you could kind of hear it better or see it better or whatever.
That's what you
Because
saying.
yeah, like bro, listen, bro. People gotta understand, bro. You have to develop as a person. You can't just be the same mentality that you was when you was 3. That's what a 3-year-old would do. I'm mad, so I'm gonna
Yes.
slam something. I'm gonna throw something. Just get out the car like an adult, bro. You could be mad, but you could use your words. Stop slamming stuff.
That's what we call
I've,
a
I've,
temper
I,
tantrum.
that's what I'm saying. I was about to say that, bro. I have nephews that's in grammar school that do stuff like that when they don't get their way. And I'm pretty sure if you out there, you got younger siblings or nephews or whatever, you know that same thing. Stop acting like them, bro.
Yep.
You're an adult, or if you're a young adult, be a young adult. Stop all this kiddie behavior, bro, because that's corny. That's not a good look.
Facts.
And that's another sign that people will be able, if they pick up on it, they will get rid of you.
Mm.
That's not a threat, YouTube. I mean, cut off, not
Yeah.
a threat, YouTube. Cut, cut off like no contact. But yes, I had to make sure because YouTube be bugging.
Nah,
But
it's a
no,
fact.
seriously, like people will not want to talk to you. They will not want to be around you because, like I was telling Weezy, like off mic, over the phone when he was telling me about it. I'm like, bro, if she get mad about that, if that's what make her slam the car door, you saying the word fuck over and over, What if you really give her a reason to be mad? What's she gonna do?
Yeah, it's a fact, bro.
Slice your tires, key your car, like Shorty off of like Dewana off of next Friday, and bring Baby D with her? Like, come on, bro. Like, what is we doing here? Like, seriously.
Shit is
If you're gonna
sickening,
get,
bro.
and this is what I'm saying too, like use this as a learning experience too, like just all around, because for the people that are like that, like that just whenever you get mad or in your feelings, you gotta do some extra shit or go all out.
Yep.
Understand this, bro. People is gonna cut you off, bro, because that's not a good look. Man, women, whatever. You're not above the law. You're not above ethics, and most of all, you're not above being cut off.
Facts.
So understand that, and from the flip side, the people that are in Weezy situation, you have to see signs and recognize that for yourself. Okay, so if they slam it, if they acting like this because of this, then what if I really give them a reason to be mad? Or what if I
Facts.
really, you know what I'm saying? Like it's one of those. Like damn, like so you telling me you keyed my car because I ate the last Pop Tart? So what if I really gave you a reason to be mad? You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah,
one of those
facts.
situations.
Nah,
Like
that's dead facts though.
so use this as a learning experience all from all sides, all angles on this, please guys, because like I'm saying, you have to really understand and really see things for what they are, because if you don't, you'll kind of end up like not Weezy. I'm not saying he's like a victim, but you'll end up in a similar situation because
Yeah.
just like, and I'm pretty sure like if you keep diving in like deep into the story, like just the backstory, I'm pretty sure there've been other signs you ignored too. So
Yeah.
my whole point of this is a callback, like Weezy said before, is stop ignoring the signs and also understand things for what they are, and really like, man, what's the word I'm looking for? Like really take a deep look into what's going on. Like analyze, that's the word.
Yeah.
Analyze the situation, because like I was telling Weezy, he was looking at it like it was just a car door slam until I explained it to him. Yo, if she's slamming the door off that, what's she gonna do when you really, if you really make her mad? Because if y'all gonna be together, you're gonna make her mad. It's inevitable. It's gonna happen.
Yeah.
She's gonna make you
Facts.
mad. You're gonna make her mad. So what's gonna happen? Like pay attention to that. Like real quick too, because I know I'm on a tangent. I'm on a kind of a rant, but pay close attention to how people act when they mad. Like when they in an
Yeah.
emotional state,
Hell yeah.
be very, very observant of that. Be very observant about how people act when they're in a negative state, because that's kind of when they show you their true colors, and that's kind of where you could get a gauge of like what they do. You know what
Hell
I'm
yeah.
saying? So if you with somebody and they mad, even if they just a homie, if they mad and they start telling you like shit that they probably been wanting to tell you, but they
Yep.
never had a chance to.
Yup.
Watch them.
Yup.
You might have to pack them up. If you
Or
bit, what?
I was about to say, or if you tell that person no, after you said you might try and let them know, see what's going on, and they still blow up
Yeah,
on you.
yeah, yeah. That's the best one. Those are the best ones. Those the when you say yes 5 times and then you give them one no after 5 yeses, and then it's a blow up. Pack them up immediately,
Gone.
because now you know what your role is to them. You're just
Yep.
a yes man to them.
Yep.
And once you say no and you are no use to them, now they can tell you how they really felt about you.
Yup.
Yeah, whatever, you bitch ass nigga. That's why niggas don't even fuck with you like that, nigga. Like shit, like when they start doing that,
Bye. Have a
might as well
good
pack
one.
them up. Bye, have a good time. My guy say,
Bye.
my
Have a
guy say,
wonderful time.
yeah, that's what, yeah. Get cultured if you don't know that. Get cultured. Come on,
Come
that's old
on,
Nickelodeon
man.
stuff. Don't do that. But yeah, so like I was saying, I'm gonna let Weezy go ahead and continue his story, but I just had to take a minute to really point that out to the audience, because it's crazy out here, man.
It's
Y'all gotta really
nuts.
watch what's
It's
going on.
it's
It's a
critical.
sick world. It's a war going on outside. No man is safe from.
I'm probably not gonna take too much long because we're already 30 minutes into the show. But
Damn. And
yeah,
it's topic one.
nah, that's a fact. Um,
Mm.
but all I'm gonna say is, bruh, like it was a lot of like after that happened, it was like a lot of passive aggressive shit like that was going on between me and Shorty. To be honest, yo, Coop. To be honest, bro, I never even told you this, bro. I wasn't even trying to explain myself. Like, cause you remember the screenshots I sent you, bro. When I tell you, I try to cut that shit off, and she still.
Nah, but here's where you went wrong. I'm gonna tell you this on air. I told you this off air, but on air I'm gonna tell you where you went wrong too. bro, you should have never even been texting, bro.
Nah, it's a
Like
fact.
once you said what you had to say, bro, and whatever had to be, like it's over, bro.
It's
Now, one thing
facts.
I will give you your props on, major props is our guy Weezy kept his cool. You know what I
Had
mean?
to.
She was calling him out his name. She was doing this and doing that and just like that. You feel me? But my guy kept his calm. He kept his composure. So we
Had
gotta
to.
definitely give a big shout out to our guy for that because that right there is what I just talked about, growth and development, bro. Like us in middle school, what? What you just call me? Like
Yo.
we on that vibe. What?
Yo.
Wait, what?
Yo. Oh
Like
my
quick.
goodness.
Like dead
Oh
serious. Like
my
we
goodness.
we on it quick. We not playing.
Oh my goodness,
Wait,
bro.
what? You just call me what?
Oh,
Like you know what I'm saying? Like one of those types. So it's growth and development. So we always gotta like we point out when we do like anything,
facts.
whether it be good, bad. So gotta point out when our
Hell yeah.
guy kept his composure. I gave him his props off mic, but it's only right I gotta give him his props on air too because that's real stuff. Like and it was the only thing I told him he just kept trying to explain himself and text like I not really
Yeah.
explain himself, but he just kept texting, bro. Just
Bro,
dead
I
that.
wasn't. I wasn't.
The
You right, bro.
screenshots,
You
bro, you
right, bro.
kept
You
texting,
right, bro.
bro.
You right,
All
bro.
the
You right,
screenshots
bro.
you sent me, bro, it was mad blue messages, and then you responding to them shits, bro.
You right. I like. The thing was like, I don't know, bro. I guess, I guess this weekend I had time, but I wasn't. I would like when you're not trying to feed into this shit, and then the person just keeps trying to like pull you back in.
That's why they invented a block button, bro.
Nah,
That's
it's
what
a
I'm
fact.
saying. Like
That's a
that's where I
fact.
said
That's
you
a
went
fact.
wrong with
Yeah,
that situation, bro.
yeah. You right. I did.
So yeah, like
I did.
another learning experience,
I
like
did.
another teaching point for everybody else out there, man. Like if you in a situation like that, like Weezy was in, if somebody keep wanting to go back and forth, whether it be man, woman, whatever, they somebody keep want to go back and forth, bro, and you said what you had to say. You I mean, it's over pretty much. Like you said what you
Yeah.
had to say. They pretty much understand what you're saying. You heard what they said, but they still want to go back and forth, get disrespectful, pretty much. Like just do like weird, petty, like kids that I just said. Like
Yeah.
not really like trying to self develop. And it's not a bash to the young lady. Shout out to you. Hope you blood. Hope you well. Hope you blessed. All that. No
Facts.
passive aggressive. No this real shit. Like we really hope you're doing good. Because at the end of the day, we want everybody to succeed. This is what this channel is about.
Hell
This is what
yeah.
we really like
It's
live
nothing
type
but
shit.
love, man.
Like this channel is like we really live this shit. Like and condolences to you too with the situation. If you are listening, condolences to you.
Facts.
Do the screenshots, not because he just telling me stuff. Do the screenshots. I've seen what you said. I'm not gonna put it on blast on here, but condolences to you.
Yeah.
Hope you and yours is doing all right. But like I said, man. Long story short, Weezy and guys out there, don't keep explaining yourself to people,
Yeah.
man. Like when y'all already said what y'all need to say, and people trying to get petty and do low blows and all this and that,
Yeah.
and keep saying extra stuff. Well, don't go back and forth. Okay, cool.
There's
Guess
no
what?
point.
You can still vent if you want to. You can let them vent if they want to, but it won't get delivered to your phone. You know what I'm saying?
Nah,
Like
that's fact.
if you want to text me all that and tell me like I'm this and that and blah blah, and you should have did this and that, blah blah. You can tell me that. Absolutely. I'm
Oh,
all for
100%.
people venting and getting their shit off. It just won't be delivered to my phone. But you can at least have the satisfaction, like, yeah, I told this nigga something. I
Yup.
didn't see it though, but you definitely told me, and I'm sorry about that. Yeah, all up.
There'll definitely be some green messages on your part, but hey,
Yeah, no, for sure, for sure. Definitely won't be delivered. But I mean, you can at least vent and at least pretend like you talking to me. You know what I mean?
yeah,
But
facts.
long story short, man, had to let my guy,
Yo.
tell his story as they would say that I really don't like this expression. Had to tell his truth.
Ah, I hate that. Yo,
Listen, man, real
I don't.
quick too out there, man. It's only one truth, bro. It's not his truth, my truth, her truth, their truth.
It's the entire truth.
This is that new age thing where it's like everybody gets a turn, so everybody can have an individual truth. Like, and what that means is I can just make up something and say it's my truth, so you can't dispute it because it's
Yeah,
my truth. Because what can you say to somebody saying this is my truth? That's like saying alternative facts. Like I don't understand. Like not just
nigga said
nah. I
alternative
didn't. I was
facts.
just giving an alternative fact.
Nah, that's
Like no,
nuts.
like you know what I'm saying.
That's
So it's one of those. Bro. And if
nuts.
you're somebody that uses my truth, their truth, his truth, her truth, listen, man.
It's
All
it's a
love,
it's a
but I
truth.
I'm not
Oh,
gonna be able to take that serious. Nobody can tell me that, and I'm gonna just be like, "Oh, word, nah, that's real stuff, yo." I'm gonna just be like, "What? What you mean your truth? What's the truth? I don't care about what's your
right.
like. Tell your truth in the mirror. I don't know, like, leave that. I don't care about none of that. Like, or
He
tell your
said,
truth
"Tell
to
your
God or
truth in the
something."
mirror, yo. That's
Nah, dead
nuts."
serious, bro. Like, tell your truth in the mirror, but tell me the truth. I don't care about your truth. Like, no
See?
disrespect, but like, tell your truth to God or something, like, or to the therapist or something. Not dead serious. Like, I don't get paid to hear your truth.
Nah,
I want to
bruh.
know the truth,
Facts.
sweetie. I don't know about none of that. So,
Facts.
anyway, before we keep going on a tangent, we kind of got to start breezing through some stuff.
Nah,
This
so
shit, I didn't even know
yo,
we was at
it's
30 minutes.
it's 40 now. It's 40 of them things,
Nah, it's
nigga.
not a 40 clip. You
Yo,
lying.
it's
All right, we out of here. We out of here. We out of here. All
I
right.
swear to you.
So Weezy. Now that brings us to our next topic
What's
that
up,
ties
yo?
right into this, man. At what point does your circumstances become your fault?
When you can't escape that pattern, honestly. When you keep going through the same shit that you were supposed to been learn so many moons ago, and yet you still haven't learned it, and you're still going through the same exact shit that you was supposed to. Nah, bro.
I
That's when
agree.
that's when it's your fault, because
I agree.
once you once you keep going through the same pattern, you were supposed to been learn that. But if you keep on going through it, obviously you still haven't learned it, and obviously you still want to keep going through the same bullshit and
That's a
not
fact.
change. And like Coop said, this brings us back to character development. How we grow and how we learn as people, we go through experiences and we go through. Sometimes we may go through patterns, but as long as you could break out of that pattern, let's say if it's good, bad, or indifferent, and you can still often break through and keep moving forward as a human being, I bet. But if you're just sitting there, if you're just, oh, there's nothing I could do. Like if you're just victim blaming and not really taking accountability and not recognizing what you could change about yourself in this life, so that you could stop going through that same shit that you've been desperately so asking for you to get out of, then it's your fault.
Yeah, I definitely agree. Like,
It's your fault, because at that point you don't want to change. You don't want to become a better person. You just want to keep doing the same shit over and over again to the point that it actually kills you one day. And God forbid that actually happens, but it's the honest truth. I've seen it happen to a lot of people, and eventually they'll end up losing themselves because they didn't want to learn. They didn't want to do that character development. They didn't want to
fact.
just break out of that pattern that they're going through, and that just ultimately just it's not doing nothing for them. But yet they're still there. So at that
Yeah,
point, it's like at one point is it you? So that's what I mean. Like
yeah.
that's what I say.
Nah,
Like
that's a fact.
that's it's just you at that point. So
Yeah, no, I agree wholeheartedly with that, bro. And real quick too, let me kind of like, we just like, I don't know, like break it up into parts, I guess. Not parts, but kind of
word.
like, I don't know, give it like a more of a deeper description to this. Like,
Yeah.
so here's what I mean by this, right? Here's what this topic means. Like, when it's your fault, right? Because you hear people say, "Yo, I can't. Yo, ain't no more good women out there. Ain't no more good men out there. Why do I keep getting the shit end of the stick? Or why do I keep ended up in these situations? Like, why do I keep?" But let me ask you a question, because you brought up patterns. Did you learn patterns in like elementary school? Like
Yup.
pattern problems. Like, okay, so if it's square, square, circle, square, square. What is the next shape? Think. Do, 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 do. Think that's circle, Alex.
See?
Correct. So like all jokes aside though, like Weezy said, it's patterns. Life, a lot of things is patterns, like the Fibonacci sequence, like things like this is why I always will say it's a God, because things can't align this perfectly without it being a creator.
Right.
So, but if y'all don't believe in God, that's up to y'all. I'm not here. This is not a religious podcast. I'm there to
Yeah.
make y'all religious or whatever, believe whatever y'all believe. That's cool. But for me personally, this is why I believe it's a God, because it everything aligns so perfectly and it's a pattern.
Yep.
Things are patterned, right? Just like they say history repeats itself, it does. It's a pattern, right? So look at this. Let's just hypothetical situation. You're a female, right? You keep getting guys that aren't, let's not say ain't shit, but they aren't like the one for you. They aren't compatible with you, right?
Right.
you never take a deep look in within yourself to understand why, right? And most of the time it's because you're looking for guys in the wrong places, and not just like location wise. I'm saying like you're looking for a dude that's 6'3" with tattoos, a beard, and rides a Harley Davidson every day. Like and no shot at those type of dudes. I'm
It's
not
no
bashing those.
shot.
I'm not no, I'm not bashing
No
those dudes. No,
shot.
I just literally named a random characteristic of dude.
Yeah.
Like you know what I'm saying. So there's no shot at them. I'm not saying anything. Shout out to the Harley Davidson guys. Hey, rev engine guys. All right.
Yeah, y'all
So
like y'all bikes, man.
yeah, man, because we'll be bike. But anyway, that was a dumb pun. Sorry. I could. Hey, it was a layup. It was a layup. Anyway, listen. We back. But so, like I was saying, right? So you like that type of dude, right? But let's just say you're like that dude, that type of dude is not compatible with you. But for some reason, you just keep chasing after that same dude.
Hmm.
So what's gonna happen? You're gonna keep finding that same dude. It's gonna be a revolving door. And then what are you gonna say? Man, dudes ain't shit, man. Yo, I can't find no good dudes. Man, ain't no good dudes around, man. Whole time the dude for you, he doesn't ride a Harley Davidson, and he's not 6'3". He's actually like 5'10", no tattoos, and he's perfect for you. But you can't see past what you think you want because you're lusting over whatever. For some reason, you have a fantasy or a certain lust or desire for this type of dude, but this type of dude ain't for you. You know what I'm saying? So, and same thing with the dude. Let's say a dude, you want a girl that's, I don't know, like light skinned, or you know what I mean? You know, she like 5'3", no
Yeah.
crazy body. She lit, she, you know what I mean? But she cheats on you all the time. And every time you get with one of these girls, she cheats on you every time. It leaves you heartbroken.
Yep.
Leaves you on the couch watching Friends, eating ice cream by yourself and eating a Hungry Man dinner. But this is what I'm saying
Nah,
though,
the
right?
hungry man is crazy. Nah.
Yeah, niggas eating a Hungry Man dinner cold. You don't even know how to microwave it.
Yo, no, no. Yo, eating
You
a
don't put
hungry
no
man cold is dirty.
You don't put no
No.
slits in the plastic. The shit just. I go, why stop
Uh,
cooking right, yo? Every time Shorty was here, she always know how to cook this for me, yo. They get.
that shit got the little water.
Nah, let's get off that. Nah. But nah, so like I was saying though, like it that is when it's your fault. When you don't recognize the pattern, and how you don't recognize the pattern is because you don't look within. How
Yep.
you gonna win if you ain't right within? Get coached. That's Lauren Hill.
Mm.
Miseducation. But
Mm.
I love that line. How you gonna win when you ain't right within? Meaning
Talk
you
your
gotta look
shit.
within your you have to look within yourself to understand your circumstances and your problems, and you can win, which is like winning in life, winning in whatever aspect you want to win in, relationships, business, whatever. You have to be right within yourself first. You have to understand what you want, not what you think you want, what you want. Because if what you thought you want was what you wanted, you wouldn't be in this situation
Yup.
because you would already have it,
Yup.
right? So you gotta understand. You can maybe like on a video game, right? If something is too difficult, you gotta tweak the settings. Damn, yo, every time I play this, I'm always getting killed in 2 seconds. All right, maybe I gotta get some. Maybe I gotta do some side quests. Maybe I'm not ready for this main mission. Like you gotta start doing things like that, like tweak
Yeah.
stuff. Like that's why I love video games. Not to bring it to video games, but we are kind of a video game channel as well, so I'm bringing the video games. But like, so video games, it allows you to more so be more self-aware because like I just said, there's video games that are story mode based. If you're on a certain level and you keep dying, and the level already tells you like, bro, this is too difficult of a level for you. Like stop doing this. Do some other stuff first and
Hell yeah.
get more equipment, and get better before you even try to do this mission. If you keep trying to
Hell
do the mission,
yeah.
you can keep trying to do it till you blue in the face. You're gonna keep dying. I don't care how good you think you are, you're not equipped to do that. So what you have to do, you have to go into the lab, or you have to go and do other missions and other things, and maybe even tweak the settings and take the difficulty down a little bit, or whatever you need to do to be able to beat that mission. It's the same thing in life. Sometimes you have to tweak the settings, and the settings you control. So uh tweak the settings. Like it's not like a lot of times like you're too lazy to even tweak, or you're just not that self-aware, which is another issue, to even know to tweak the settings. You just keep thinking, oh, I'm gonna just keep running to the wall and keep seeing if I can break the wall, run through the wall, but I
Yup.
keep getting a concussion every time I do it. Like the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over and expecting different results.
Yes.
You keep doing the same thing not tweaking, no settings. You keep going after the same dude or the same chick, or you keep putting yourself in the same situation and the same outcome keeps happening. What do you think? How many times is you gonna put 2 plus 2 in your calculator and you keep thinking it's gonna give you 5? How many times you gonna do it?
It's
Seriously,
facts.
bro. If it's 4, it's 4, bro. It's not gonna change because you wanted to change. That's the problem. Y'all want to turn that 4 into a 5 every time.
Yup.
And you want to try to see what you can do. Okay, maybe if I put the other two before the other two, then maybe that'll be 4. Okay, well maybe if I move the equal sign in the other way and
Nah,
I
bro.
maybe if I put the equation to the right instead of the left like normal, it could be 4, it could be 5 because
No.
no, bro, it's not
No.
gonna happen. Tweak the settings, understand that if remember this, right? If what you wanted was what you needed, you wouldn't be in this situation
Mm.
because you would already have it. Remember
Talk
that.
your shit.
So for all of y'all that's out there that's like, nah, bro, I'm good. I don't, I'm just waiting for the right one. I'm gonna keep doing what I'm doing. Fine, have at it. But like I said, when I was really starting to get into business and like the business mindset of things, and I was like people were trying to tell me about like business and this and that, and I was still on my 9 to 5 stuff. Like, no, I'm 9 to 5 heavy, man. Y'all bugging, y'all taking these risks. And he told me, okay, well, what you're doing now currently, like everything you're doing right now, what has that gotten you so far? So that made me look at myself like, damn.
Mm.
So I bring it up to say this: what you're doing right now, if I'm wrong and Weezy's wrong and whatever, do you? That's cool. But my question to you is, how's that working out for you so far?
Mm.
If it's good, then by all means, have at it. But if it's not, man, tweak them damn settings before I get mad. Let me change the subject before I get even more mad, man.
Nah, it's facts though.
Anyway, man,
Gotta
tweak
tweak
y'all
them
damn
settings.
settings, bro. Seriously, tweak your settings, bro. For real. For you get me
Yes.
tight. Pause. Tight means mad when we over here. Not
Nah, it's a
y'all probably
fact.
think it's some wild shit. Over here, tight means mad. So
Yeah.
don't think yo, what do you mean by that? No, no, no.
Man, y'all know how New York
Man, we
lingo is,
bro,
bruh.
listen, bro.
Y'all know how
Y'all
that
know
shit
where we
is.
at. Y'all know where we from by now, bro. Stop
Nah, it's a
playing.
fact.
If you day one or even day 21, if you even
21.
one of those, bro, then you know what we talking about. But anyway, let's move on, man. So
Yeah,
I
talk about your car story, man. Cause
need to see the Carfax, man.
I don't even know what the fuck happened. Look, guys, I'm with y'all on this one. I don't even know. So
Yeah, I
this
didn't want to
this
tell this nigga in
this this is
pre-production,
this
so
is
that
this is this would be something new for me too. So
a
I'm ready to hear
lot.
this. I'm locked in.
Nigga asked me in pre-production, yo, what that mean? Don't worry about it. You'll see. But nah, man. So the reason I'm gonna tell this particular story is a few different reasons. There's lessons in here. There's a message in here, like I always try to do. So just keep your eyes, you know what I mean, your ears open. I don't know why I did this for eyes, but keep your ears open and just make sure you listening for them gems. And when you
Lock
find, man,
in,
pick them
man.
up,
Lock
man, pick
in.
them
Make
up.
sure y'all
But
lock in, man.
anyway, right. So real quick before I even tell the story, I got to give a quick backstory. Not gonna be too long. Just about my car history in general. So my first car ever was a 2010 silver Nissan Altima. I got it used,
Goaded.
but it was tricked out. I ain't gonna lie, that car like I got it used and it was crazy because it was tricked out. Whoever had it
Goaded.
before me was a racing fiend. I know it was. I know he was or she.
Goaded.
Bro, the interior was crazy. Like I'm like, damn, what kind of engine is this? Like this shit was crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm not a car dude, so I don't know nothing about that. And it wasn't until I got around these dudes and they seen like the engine and shit. They were like, yo, that's a racing engine. I'm like, damn, for real.
Yeah.
And then like I had the neon headlights. It was crazy. Shout out to whoever tricked that car out. Dope. But anyway, that's not the point of the story. So on the way to work one day, this is right before the pandemic, I ended up totaling my car like literally like a few miles from work because somebody, I'm not gonna say the race of the driver because that's gonna sound racy, but
Oh.
so this dude, he's putting on his he's I'm on the turnpike. I'm on the NJ turnpike, busy like the main turnpike. Obviously, it's called the
Yeah.
NJ turnpike. So
Right.
I'm over there, and so I got off exit 80. A dude has his right blinker on. The lane is open. He can go. Then he decides instead of going right, I think I told this story kind of before, but
Yeah, you did.
this is real quick. So, just for people who may not have heard the story. So instead of turning right, I assumed, which is another topic we'll have to get to later. But I assumed he was gonna just go, so I didn't even think to like, hit the brakes or nothing, because I'm like, all right, you about to just get over it. They're free lane.
Right.
Instead, he does the unthinkable. This nigga breaks. I'm like, what? What? So I ended up
Yo.
rear ending him. I ended up rear ending him. Then I ended up hitting the fucking the cement things. What's that shit called?
The guard?
This
Nah, not the guardrail.
it's not a rail though. It's not a guardrail. It's the cement. Y'all know what I'm talking about. If you ever been on the
Oh,
highway,
you talking about the
the
barriers.
dividers,
The
the
barriers. Yeah,
dividers.
yeah,
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 the
yeah,
like one of them
yeah.
shits. The
Yeah.
barriers, dividers,
Right, the
whatever.
same shit. Same
The
shit.
cement shits, right? So I ended up hitting that. Boom, hood ended up like going like all the way to the windshield.
Fuck.
Airbags deployed, car smoking. I mean, one of those situations. Shout out to that man. Rest in peace, my 2010 Nissan Altima. Right. So that's that story,
God was
right?
looking out for you that
So
day.
then, so then, boom. Yeah, that's a fact. Always love to the Most High. That's why once again, y'all can never tell me I don't care who you are that God don't exist. But anyway, so I was cool. Nothing really happened. Only bad thing it was just mad cold, and the cops was niggas took man long to get there. I was cold in the mud. Anyway,
Oh man.
so fast forward to that, I had to end up using my dad's car, my dad's truck. Thankfully, my pops had his main car, which is the same car I had, just not tricked out. He had a black 2010 Nissan Altima, and I was driving his '06 GMC Envoy, and pretty much I had that car ever since. You know what I'm saying? So I
Mm.
be going crazy, boom, boom, just getting to where I needed to go, whether it be work, whether it be whatever. Car was a tank, bro. That car, if you have one or you ever need a tank of a vehicle, that vehicle is a tank, bro.
That
I'm
shit gets
telling you,
you
bro.
from point A to point B with
That
no
shit
work.
is a tank, bro. That shit will get you through anything, bro. Hellfire, brimstone, you call on that thing, right?
Nigga said brimstone.
Yeah, no, that's a fact. But like that shit is a like a literally tank, bro. So had that car for a minute, and I've been always writing down like as y'all know, if you're a day one, as you know, I always write down in my journal like things I'm grateful for, things that I want to get. Talk to myself in the mirror. I told you about this. If you haven't heard that story or just know that, well, we might get back into it later, but it's on one of the earlier episodes. Go check that out. Also read a card every day. Like me and Weezy, we do this type of stuff. Like where we
Facts.
do this stuff. You know what I'm saying? Meditate, all this stuff, right?
Bruh.
So
I was
long
just
story
touching
short,
grass earlier today.
yeah, okay. My guy grounded.
You
Okay.
know what I'm
Talk to
saying?
me.
Had
Before back then, grounded was a bad thing. Now it's a good thing.
to.
Talk to me, Weezy. Okay, I see you with the
See?
word play.
Come
You should be a
on,
poet,
man.
for real. But anyway, so like I said, I've been writing down like I need a new car by the end of the year. I've been writing down a lot of different things. So as fate would have it, as God would have it, so my car, like everything was perfectly fine with the truck. Like I said, it's a tank, so
Mm.
everything cool. Uh, go to my usual oil change at Valvoline, whatever that shit's called. I think
Oh,
it's
right.
Valvoline. Yeah, on 22, right by
Yeah.
Don't Make It Hot. But anyway,
That's the one I'm be going to.
yeah, nah, so okay, go there, okay. All of a sudden, my air suspension on the back tire is off. Like
What?
it's just oh, I noticed it when I was leaving. Like it was good when I went in there. Not saying they messed it up, but I don't know. Like it's just like I said. This listen to the story, right? So the air suspension just started getting like the car wasn't going back up no more. So I'm like, what?
Mm.
So it wasn't going back up. And then even before that, it kept saying my oil pressure was low every time I was idle in my car. Like every time I drove, it was fine. Every time I was idle, it kept saying the oil pressure was low, stop engine, or whatever they were saying, like something like that. So it was already trying to give me signs like, all right, this shit is
It's on
kind of
its
on this
last
tail end.
legs.
Yeah, kind of on this tail end, right? So long story short, pretty much I was having trouble with the car, this and that. The car was bugging out, it was being weird. And my dad only paid like 6,000 for the car. So he wasn't like the repairs were gonna cost like 4,000. So he like, no, there's no point.
Or
So we might as well get a new car. So I was like, all right, bet. So, but for now, just pause, ride till the wheels fall off. Like, I mean,
I mean,
so
as you should.
now this is when it kind of gets like not weird, but weird. So remember, I'm telling y'all, his car had problems for a while, everything like that. But I was driving to work. I was driving mad far to places. Like I was a legend. I was doing what I needed to do. So driving dummy far too, mad far. Like drove to like you know what I'm saying. Drove to Atlantic City before, back. Like we drove.
Damn,
Like
nigga.
I didn't drove. far, dude. I'm telling you, I done drove dummy far, right? So nothing ever happened. The car was cool, like things like that. Like if I had to go to New York, if I had to go to anywhere, like trails in that car,
Word.
nothing ever happened. So this past weekend, we go to church, right? Because me and my wife go to church every Sunday.
Yeah.
Go to the church, and the church from us, because we go to the church that's back in our like our town where we used to live at, and we live like 30 minutes from there. So cool, right?
Word.
30 minutes there, boom, no problems, nothing wrong with the car, everything's trails.
Mm.
Then I gotta drop her off to her mom house because she want to go over there for a little bit. But I gotta go to my mom house because I gotta get something too. So I drop her off. Everything cool. Go to my mom house. Everything is cool. Shut the
Word.
car off. Go inside. Get what I need to get. Come back outside. Everything's not cool. The car is not starting.
Huh?
The car is not starting. Right? Boom, boom, boom. Car not starting. Boom, boom, boom. Right? Car not starting. I'm like, wait, what? Keep doing it. Boom, 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 boom. Like I keep hearing the ticks. It's not starting.
Was like the
I'm like, bro.
battery?
Ain't no way. Yeah. So I'm like, ain't no way, bro. So long story short, call my dad. I'm like, yeah, like, what's up? Like, what's up with the car?
Word.
He like, yeah, cause he was like, also, this is another funny part. He like, yeah, you know that truck is not gonna pass inspection. So whenever the inspection thing is done, that's when that car is just gonna be done, right? I'm
Yeah.
like, all right, bet. So he like, yo, go look at the inspection ticket. Go look. What month is it, Weezy?
Don't, yo, don't tell me, bro. Oh,
Weezy.
don't tell
That,
me
that
the fate got sealed just from that, bro.
No, 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 no. Well, that is a combination of things. So I look at the sticker. The sticker says the 6th. We're in the 7th. So that means that car is done. And on top of that, the battery's done. But out of all places, where does it die at, Weezy? In my
Ah,
parents' house, Weezy.
oh
Right in front of the door. When I tell you,
man.
I got there, I parked, I do the little backup reverse park. Well, I always park when I go to my parents' house.
Yeah.
Been doing that since I lived there, after I left, all that. So it literally, it worked perfectly fine. Let me park where I needed to park,
Mhm.
perfect spot, and then it dies right there. So now y'all may be like, okay, nigga, you told us all the story to say the car
Fuck.
died. No, I didn't tell you that to say the car died. I told you that to just show you how things work. Remember, I've been telling you, I've been wanting a new car. I didn't want to keep driving that Envoy. The Envoy was cool, but I wanted my own car.
Yup.
Plus, the Envoy is '06. I want something that's kind of newer. No, now I'm not greedy. I'm not picky with the car, but I just, something like, like my 2010 Nissan Altima. Like, it was
Yeah.
dope. I just need like Bluetooth. All I really care about is the Bluetooth. I don't care about it. I just care about the Bluetooth and that it can get me to point A to point B. Like, it's fine, cool. But long story short, it could have that car. Like I told y'all, I drove that car everywhere. That car, all the places that car could have died. It died where it started.
I was just about to say that
Where it
shit.
all began is where it started, and the perfect fucking place is was supposed. Because if it died here, we would have to find a way to get it from there to my parents' house. So
Oh.
so why did it die at the most perfect spot? Because it needed to be there anyway. Because it's really under my dad's name. Well, me and him
Mhm.
have the same name, but it's under my dad's name. It's my dad's insurance. Blase, blase. Why did it die there? Everywhere I
Fate.
took this car, I took it to New York for work. I took it back. Like I took this car everywhere. I took it literally everywhere. I'm telling you. But yet, that whole morning I used it. That whole week I used it. That whole day I used it. And then when I finally park it at my parents' house one last time, it's done. Why? Why? No, answer that at home, viewers. Why did that happen? And I've been saying at home, I've been saying to y'all, I've been writing down, I want a new car this year. I've said that. I've written it down, all that, right? So, as fate would have it, the car dies in front of my house. So now I have no choice but to get a new car. But another thing I'm telling y'all this for is because I could have looked at it as like, because in the moment it's like, damn, I still got to get back home. How the fuck do I get back
Yeah.
home? So it's like, and I still got to pick up my wife because she's not even there. She's at her parents' house, which
Right.
is like 5 minutes by car, but 30 minutes walking, right? So I'm like, I could have looked at it and been bitter, like how most people probably would have. Yo, why me? Yo, like, bro, of course this happened to me, blase, blase. But instead, I seen it for what it was, and I thanked God.
Yep.
Thank you, God. All the places this car could have died at, it died where it needed to die at. The perfect spot. And guess what? I probably wasn't even gonna go over there that day, but I was like, you know what? I'm in the neighborhood. I gotta go. My mom told me to go pick up something anyway. Let me just drive around there and go get it real quick while I'm over here
Or
and dip out. But God had other plans, and that means there's bigger and better things to come.
yes,
Pause.
sir.
So, like I said, I say that to not only let y'all know that things like this do exist, like faith and like God exists. At least that's what I'm telling you. That's just my belief because of situations like this. And then also, like I've been telling y'all, write stuff down, bro. Write in
Yes.
journals, write like things like that. Like I told y'all, this is not a plug. I'm not getting paid to say this, but Project 365, a book. It's an interactive book. You literally write down things like that every day. That's what I write, and that's what I use personally. If you have something else, that's cool, use it. But I'm gonna leave the link in the description. Project 369. That book does wonders. I'm telling you, if you don't believe me, go try it and see what it does, right? But anyway,
Facts.
like I said, not an ad, never paid to say it. They should though. Project, hit us up. Anyway, but you have to look at things for what they are and also see the positives and also not dwindle on a situation that can be negative. Look
Yep.
at it from the bright side. I could have looked at it like, damn, nah, I'm gonna get home, blase, blase, right? But instead, I looked at it like, yes, this is my time to get a new car. Just like in a situation where, real quick, I'm gonna say this real quick. I ended up getting, I don't know if you say fired because I could have still worked there, but just not under the same position that I was in. So I ended up working with my father-in-law at one point. I was working at that job that he worked at, and I was a truck driver, and I was making like 16 an hour, which was a step from above from what I was making before the pandemic, because I got that after the pandemic. So that was like a few dollars extra more than what I was making,
Yeah.
and that was at the time. That was at the time when minimum wage was like
It was like,
12, $13.
yeah, I was just about to say it was like low as
Yeah,
shit.
yeah, yeah. It was really low. So for y'all, that's not really nothing. But over here, that was like $12 was like minimum wage. They just raised it up to like 15,
Yeah.
I think. But so long story short, long story less long. Um, so I ended up having like insurance issues or whatever. He said that's what he claimed. The boss over there claimed that he didn't want me to drop the insurance. Didn't want me to drop the truck.
The
So
fuck?
I could still work there, but I would just have to be uh another, like I would just have to be an installer, like the dude that just installs the shit instead of driving the truck,
Uh,
which means I would have to get paid like at least like $3 less. So I'm like, nah, I can't do that, right? So instead of me complaining and whining about that situation, what did I say? Thank you, God, because what does that mean to me? That means something's better in the works. And guess what? Like a month later, I got the job I got now. And now, what am I making? $25 an hour.
oh goodness, yeah.
So you know what I'm saying? Well,
Yeah.
originally that's kind of misinformation. Originally I was making 20 when I first joined, but that's still better than
Bruh,
16.
that's a
You know what I'm
huge
saying?
increase though,
You know what
regardless.
I mean? That's what I'm saying. So and then now I'm making 25. So my point, my point that I'm saying to y'all is this, right? Don't don't look at a situation as always bad. See the good in the situation, and then also
Facts.
you gotta remember, like I said, sometimes life is a slingshot. God is
Yep.
does like slingshot tactics sometimes. He pulls you back and it looks like you're going back, but it's really to sling you forward.
Yep.
Further than you would have been just going normally at your normal velocity trajectory, whatever you want to say, right? So, like I said, situations like that, I think that's why a lot of times I've been always so blessed because I see it when it happens. So that's why that was my little car story, and I just wanted to let y'all know, like, so now, right now, I'm driving my dad's car because he has another car. Thank God, he has another
Damn.
car. So he's using that right now until I get my car. He's upstate right now for work, so he's not even here. and so I'm using his car for right now until I get my car, things like that. So I'll keep y'all updated on when I do get a new car. But
E.
hey, like I said, time has come. I've been requesting that for a minute. There's a lot of other things I've been requesting that I can't just let y'all know yet. But when they happen, I'll let y'all know. Y'all be the first ones to know. Maybe like the second, third. Love y'all though, but yo, chill. Don't do the Doctor Evil. Anything with the Doctor Evil. That's crazy. But like I said, well, like Weezy said, we're getting kind of long winded because how I know we're
Minute
telling me.
or hour 9.
Oh, she. All right, come on, let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Alright, so moving on to
This is. I think this is a makeup for last week, man.
yeah,
Makeup for last
yeah.
week
Yeah,
and the week before.
I feel like the past few weeks, you know what I'm saying? We could have provided more, but this is the week where we actually give y'all
Yeah, I'm
more,
telling you,
man.
man. It's ebbs and flows sometimes in this thing, man. So it's every
Facts.
man. But Weezy, what do you have for our gaming this week, man?
Man, oh man, oh man, do we have some shit this week, boys and girls?
You're filthy.
So
Tell
I guess I'm gonna start it off with this first. So for those who is looking forward to the GTA remakes, hey man, I can't lie, they shot that shit out the air, bro. That shit got canceled.
yes.
That's a God bless. So Rockstar recently put out another Rockstar newsletter. As you guys may or may not know, Rockstar, they like to typically put out newsletters every now and again, and they ended up posting a newsletter that they won't be doing any more GTA remakes and solely focusing on the next iteration of GTA 6. Also, with that being said as well, with them primarily focusing on the development of GTA 6, they have stated too that if you guys are players of Red Dead Online, you guys will hate this as well. They are currently stopped. They're pushing away from development for Red Dead Online. So what that means is no more Red Dead Online updates. You guys are only be getting like event, like how they do in GTA Online, with like they give you like the 2 times cash bonuses and all that shit. That's all you're getting in Red Dead. They basically just said fuck. We're done. We're done patching Red Dead. We're done adding content to Red Dead. They basically call Red Dead a dead game. So
That's ironic.
Rockstar,
Red is dead.
I'm not gonna lie. If anybody who know me know,
Yeah.
I used to be the biggest advocate for y'all niggas, bro.
Oh
I
yeah, you
I
definitely know.
I used to be the biggest advocate for y'all niggas,
You
and
used
I'm
to
a
profound your love on them on the
bro.
internet. You used to
Yo,
profound your
relax,
love to them.
bro.
Like, yo, bro,
Relax,
one day I'm gonna
bro.
work for y'all. Like, nah, you was a legend, though, young legend.
No, bro. But I'm gonna put up this chart. Coop, you could look in the Discord too, cause I put the chart in there too. You guys will see that Rockstar has only put out 2 games in the past 10 fucking years.
Ooh.
2 games. And if you look at it before GTA 5, look at how many games that Rockstar Games used to put out. But before this new era of live service bullshit games, we used to get 3 games from Rockstar per year, at least. At least on average. We used to get a whole bunch of fucking games, but since GTA 5, since Red Dead, even though Red Dead is now considered a dead game, we have only gotten 2 releases from Rockstar Games. Where Rockstar? Where's Agent? Where's that game y'all that was supposed to be like Rainbow Six Siege, but y'all called it Agent? Where's that at, bro? That was supposed to been come out. We heard about that game in 2011. Rockstar, y'all bullshitting me, man. Like I said, I used to be the biggest fanboy of y'all niggas, bro. But y'all fucked that up. Y'all just don't care. All y'all wanna do,
And
y'all basically Rockstar, y'all turned into another version of EA. And it's sad. It's sad. Cause where's Bully 2? Where's another Manhunt
no.
game? Where's I did they develop the Warriors? I think y'all did develop.
Yeah. Yep. Oh
Where's
five.
where's Midnight Club?
Yeah.
Where's Midnight? Can we get another Midnight Club, please? Yo,
Yeah.
Rockstar,
We had the smugglers run, Italian jobs,
bro,
that Oni.
they had so many IPs, bro. So many games. and
State
they
of
just soiled
Emergency.
it,
They had Thrasher, Skate and Destroy, The Warriors, Manhunt, Max Payne, Midnight Club,
bro,
LA Noir, GTA, of course, Red Dead, of
bro.
course, Bully, of course. What the hell is this one? Table tennis.
Oh yeah, I
They
remember
even had
that
table tennis.
they made a table tennis game, and that game, I can't lie to you, Coop, that game was fire. I
That's
can't
fire.
I can't lie,
No,
that
I
game
didn't.
was
I don't
fire,
know.
bro. I
Uh,
remember playing that shit on 360. I think that game used to be nuts. But yeah,
I'm gonna say pause before I say this one. Is Beater Raider?
I never played that.
Yeah, that's pause. Yo, Rockstar, that was good though. Stop making that. I don't know what that is. That was crazy.
I never heard of that game. I may have
Don't
to
never
give that
tell
game a
me.
look.
Don't ever tell me that nothing like that no more. But anyway,
But
so
yeah,
yeah, no, they listen from 1999 because they only released one game in 1998, which is the original Grand Theft Auto.
yep.
But from 1999 to let's see to 2011, they released at least. Well, they had in 07 they released only one game, which was Manhunt 2. But other than that, from 1999 to 2011, they at least released three titles, three games a year at least. And now, like Weezy said, 2012 they released Max Payne 3, 2013 GTA 4, and no, sorry, GTA 5, and then y'all know the rest from there. All the
Sickening.
way till 2018, 2019, Red Dead, and hey man, but that doesn't count because they keep re-releasing GTA 5. But this time it's free to play,
Fuck
better
out of here.
graphics. I know.
Fuck
Thanks,
out of here.
Rockstar.
You know they're charging for that shit now, right?
Happy
Again,
birthday, Rockstar. No, I know. Happy birthday, Rockstar.
shit is nuts. But yeah, so if you guys were looking forward to any other GTA remakes that they was hopefully developing on,
I
because
was hoping for, bro. Please, I was hoping for.
bruh, they not doing that shit no more,
No,
bruh.
I know, but I was just hoping
Especially
for.
especially after the trilogy that flopped hard, because there was a point in time I didn't buy the trilogy because I'm not gonna lie, I have a PC, um, and I don't know, bro. It just didn't seem enticing to me, especially if I could just get the games on PC.
But here
Um,
is the problem, real quick, too easy. The problem
what's up?
was they already had the games released in its regular state in which they originally dropped in
Yep.
already. So the problem was it's not that the trilogy necessarily flopped. It was a great idea. But when you remaster a game that you already got people paying for it, and
Yeah.
they paid for the release that was the original release, like the San Andreas, the Vice City,
Yeah.
and
That's
GTA
true.
3s and whatever that already bought it. They're not gonna then pay more money for that same game just remastered. Now, if you didn't
Yeah.
release the other ones first, because I didn't had them games before they did the trilogy, that's why I didn't buy it. I had them games for years
That's what I'm
before,
saying.
like on P4. You
Yeah.
feel me? So it's like why would I then now want to buy another version of it just being remastered now? I already done played it again. I already got like that out my system per se of that itch of me wanting to play that game.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's a little more updated, more lighting and all that. Maybe the settings are more modernized, but who cares? I already beat the game probably.
Yeah.
Because the shit been out probably as long as GTA 4.
Play devil's advocate though. They like you also have to think with the new generation too. They didn't really have, like I said, playing devil's advocate. I guess they didn't really have access to the older generation games. But
Mm,
I
I get it, but nah, bro. Like, nah, I'm not even gonna let you even play devil's advocate, bro, because instead of when they could have been focusing on the other GTAs and doing more with Red Dead and other games like that, like Bully 2, they decided to remaster games
yeah.
they already had out, bro.
Yep.
That was like leave well enough alone, bro.
Yep. And then the thing was, bro, you wanna know who developed the trilogy too? It was a mobile game studio. That's who developed the trilogy.
Next topic, yeah. So you
Yeah,
said
man.
you mentioned Skate already?
Oh yeah. So moving on. Um.
Insane, bro.
So for those who was looking forward to Skate 4, and just to re go over that, Skate 4 won't be called Skate 4. It's going to be called Skate. And They recently put out, they just put out a video today actually. So this is pretty much just breaking news. Um,
Breaking.
yep, they pretty much put out a developer commentary today. It's about 20 minutes long. We'll put it in the description of this video, and we will play a little bit of a clip of it. But it was some devs. They were talking. They was also showing some pre alpha footage of Skate. And I'm not gonna lie to y'all, bruh. Skate kind of pulled another EA. And what I mean by that is this next Skate game, it will not be a $60, $70 title, but yet this game will be going free to play. And as to what that means is this game will be turning into another live service game. And for those who hate live service games like I do, this will be a huge disappointment, seeing as Skate has never been a live service game. It shouldn't be a live service game. We should have a story like we always have had in Skate in previous iterations of titles. And we all know that when it comes to an EA title, they're the king of microtransactions.
Absolutely.
They don't give a fuck. So what that means
Absolutely.
is they did say that take this with a grain of salt, even though that this is coming straight from the devs. The game will not be pay to win. Map areas will not be locked behind paywalls. There will be
I
no
know.
loot boxes.
I know.
And there was one other point. Um, there was another point. They also said one other thing that I can't think of that was going to be locked behind a paywall.
Probably
Oh,
something I don't know.
all cosmetic items. That's what they said. There's no
I know.
there's not going to be no boost attributes.
I know.
I don't believe a lick of what they're saying. Only
Yo,
be
did I say I know already? I
Nah,
forgot.
yeah,
Oh, okay.
you did. But knowing how EA is and knowing the reason why FIFA dropped EA, they're gonna ruin Skate, bro. They're and the thing
I know.
is, and the thing is, bro, as a collective, bro, just charge us for the fucking game. Don't try to give us no loot boxes, no live service shit. Just give us the fucking game, bro. We've been asking for a Skate game for 10, what was it, 10 years or 12 years at this point? When did Skate 3 come out? 2010. So it's been like 12 years since we last got a fucking Skate game, and y'all niggas want to make this shit a live service and not charge. Like, I get it. A free game is great. I'm not going against that. But knowing that it's EA, Electronic Arts, and these niggas are the kings of microtransactions, are the absolute fucking kings of microtransactions, bro. I'm scared.
Me too.
I kind of don't, bro. Now that I realize and know that what it's gonna be, I kind of don't want to touch Skate, bro. Cause just because of what it could potentially end up being, and I'm not saying that I want the game to be bad. That's not what I'm saying at all.
Yeah, never that.
But when you notice the track record of what it is, of how EA moves and how that company and how shicey that shit is, it's like, bruh, I don't like. I was excited for it, and y'all knew. Like, we talked about Skate before, I think a couple weeks ago, when we first broke some news on it. But
Yeah.
uh, I'm skeptical now, bro. Like,
I mean,
I'm suspect about it.
it's typical EA though, bro. The more they tell us about it, the more we get less hyped about it, less excited.
Facts.
That's how you know it's the EA release. Like how everybody right now, not everybody, but a lot of people are excited for NCAA. Not me, because I'm kind of already hip to EA.
Yeah,
I would love for it to be good, but
bro.
it's
We
EA.
would love
So,
for all these games to be good, bro.
but like to real quick for the NCAA point, everybody's hyped for it. Well, most people's hyped for it. And I guarantee you, the more and more EA starts talking about what's going to happen with the game, the less and less people are going to be excited for it.
Yep.
Like,
Yep.
like a lot of times, like they have a shoe in. Like NCAA, we've been itching for that for years, man. But I
Last NCAA
guarantee
game
you,
that was 12, I
EA
think.
Sports is like the Dallas Cowboys. They are an accident that is waiting to happen. Shout out to all my Cowboys fans out there, man. Like, seriously though, like they are EA Sports is the New York Knicks of just gaming, of like
Mm-hmm.
single A or whatever, the triple A, single A,
Triple
what
A,
is it?
triple A.
Yeah, triple A titles, triple A companies. Y'all have to stop EA. Like, stop it. Get some help. Seriously.
Shit is nuts. It's getting critical out here, bro. But like I said, if you guys are looking forward to Skate, bro, like I said, they're not calling it Skate 4. So from here on out, they're like, yo, it's not Skate 4. It's not a continuation of the series. It's like its own game.
I'm already scared of that.
Yeah, they
Cause
just
that means they went so far left that they knew if they even called it Skate 4, people would have a problem with it.
yep,
That's what that means.
yep.
Cause if you originally called it Skate 4,
They definitely
and
did call it Skate 4 originally. They definitely
yeah,
did. They
and even
definitely
if they
did.
didn't, if they let that rumor ride, because these gaming companies know what they're doing. If they let that rumor ride and get people anticipated and excited, because they have, because when you say Skate 4 or Skate 3 or whatever game you say and add a number at the end or movie, it's already coming with a specific expectation.
Right.
So if you know, if you're smart enough to be like, nah, we can't do that because if we do that, then they're gonna be pissed.
Yep.
That means you went all the way left or all the way right. It's not Skate.
Yep.
It's not the continuation of that. When you call it its own game, I'm scared now because Skate was good by itself, but like I'm saying, they've had so many times, like it's so many things that are just in their lap that if all you have to do is just not fuck it up, just manage it. Don't change it, just manage
That's
it.
all they have
And
to do.
it's a hit immediately. Just because of its name value, its nostalgicness for its core audience and fan base that it
Yes,
already has and attracted throughout the years. All you need to do is just manage it, bro.
yes, bro.
Update the graphics and leave it alone, bro.
And Coop,
You could even remaster Skate 3.
man, what? But and Coop, the thing is, this new Skate game, bruh, I've actually seen like the alpha footage of like niggas actually
Yeah,
playing this
no,
shit,
we put it on the video before.
bruh.
Not on the video, but we put the link to it on the
Yeah,
video
and
before. So
and
they
and
probably seen
this
it too.
and this game looks good, like, cause all right, so I will say this and we'll move on. During like this past few days or so, there's been a lot of leaks with Skate as to their pre-alpha being leaked, and apparently it was from a build that was from September of last year, and somehow some way people got their hands on it. People have been testing the game out, and the game looks good. like like they have like a parkour Coop. You know how we used to be. We used to love parkour.
Yeah, that's a fact.
So they
Shout
got
out to Assassin's Creed.
like you could like grab on the ledges, you could like do flips and
Oh
backflips and
yeah.
all that shit. So like let's say if you're doing like a trick, and let's say if you go from like a heel flip to a grind, you could like when you're coming down from that grind, you could do like a backflip and like land on your board on some crazy shit. Like it's
Fire.
tough. So it's
Fire.
like they have the blueprint. Full Circle, who's the studio that is developing Skate, they have the blueprint for Skate. But it's just a matter of the fact of EA and their grubby ass fingers, their money hungry ass fucking mitts, just don't know how to stay away from just making money.
They
Like,
can't leave well enough alone. They gotta.
like,
They have to just. They have to step over. Here's what EA does a lot of times. They try to step over a dollar to pick up a penny every time. And
man,
why do I
what?
say that? Because if all they had to do was just make the game good, the sales would come, bro. Like
Easy.
people would want to buy the stuff. But when you make the game trash and then flood it with microtransactions, it's a slap in the face. Like, yo, the core just don't matter. We just hit. We know what we here for. It's like a stick up time.
Yeah,
It's like
bro.
it's like when a robber come to you and don't even say what's up first. Like, damn, nigga, like you ain't even ask me how my day was going.
It's facts, bro. That's facts.
Just come through, gun out, like, yo, come on, you know what this is.
Yeah.
Like, yo, like, how are you doing? At least, like, have some etiquette
Word.
when you rob me or something, bro. Like, chill. Like, they just run up quick, gun out, yo, stick
Tapping
up time.
pockets.
Like, dead serious. Like, yo, what you got on you, homie? Like, all that, bro. Like, yeah, bro, this gotta stop, man. Stop and get some help, man. That's all I got for that.
Man, you know damn well they gonna keep pulling the 2K. But speaking of that, that's a perfect segue. Perfect fucking segue. For those who are like us and love basketball, Well, 2K23, the cover. Um, MJ once again.
The
Um,
goat. I'm never mad at the goat being on the cover.
I'm not either, but uh, there was there was some gameplay, not much of anything, but the shot meter got leaked. It's based like the 2K18 shot meter for those who did play 2K18. Um,
I
also we
forgot
also
how that shit even was. That game was so trash. I forgot how that
yeah,
shot
it
meter
was
was.
like a steady bar. It's not like how last year's
Oh,
or
like
21.
this.
Yeah,
And you gotta
yeah,
fill up the
yeah,
bar.
yup, yup,
See, now I'm so used to the other ones. I don't even want that bar.
yeah. I
What's up?
put it in the D2R chat a few days
Oh, you
ago when I
did?
seen it. Yeah, and
Ooh,
then
I gotta look at it.
Devin Booker. I believe it was Devin Booker and it was another WNBA player. I believe. I don't remember which WNBA players was on the 2K cover of this year, but I know that they will be on the cover, and there's going to be 4 editions. Um, as to
Of course,
yeah, in perfect 2K fashion.
of course, it's
Um,
4 editions. I know.
as to what those prices will be, uh, for those 4 editions, I'm assuming you have your regular 70, then you have your $80 edition, your $100 edition,
I
and
know.
maybe your $150 edition.
I know.
I will check back with you guys and let you guys know next week as to which editions is which. Um, Coop, another year, another bullshit 2K, bro. How you
Same old, same old. I'm not buying it.
feeling?
What are you
Duh.
talking about? Same
Come
old,
on,
same old.
man.
If y'all see me on it, somebody else bought it. I'm just letting y'all know off rip. So I
It's
didn't
only
buy it.
right. It's only right. Can't spend your money on that shit this year. Can't.
What? Nigga, I haven't spent my money on 2K in a minute, bro.
Man, what?
Tired of them putting out the same. Tired of them pissing on me and telling me that it's raining. I'm tired of it, bro.
See?
Cause like it's just like EA, bro. They in the same category. Anything
Yep.
they touch, I'm scared of it too.
Yep.
WWE, I don't like what they did with WWE. Some people like it. Some people think it's dope what they did. I hate it, bro. Like they killed what I don't know. I'm not gonna get on a rant about WWE, but pretty much 2K is in the same boat with me for EA as EA. Whatever they touch turns to shit. They used to be gold, but now it's garbage. They
Yeah.
went from gold to garbage. Like
Facts
went from
only.
most loved to now most hated because of what they do. Like but this is what happens when you don't leave well enough alone. When you just need more, and when you add investors into the mix, that you have to keep showing like stats to ad
Yup.
revenue and just
Yearly
viewers,
earnings.
yeah, shit like that. When you got to start really reporting stuff to your investors, that's the creativity goes out the window. Now it's just all about making a profit. How can we get
Facts.
more money off these bums? It's pretty much how they look at us.
Facts. And
Yeah,
that's all they see us as. They see us as a fucking number. That's
yeah,
why, yo, we said this on multiple episodes, bro. If you're like us, and if you guys want quality video games, bro, start speaking with your wallets.
that's what I'm saying.
Stop
They
pre-ordering these
don't.
games. Stop. It's not worth. Like
Yeah, they don't care about your mouth. They care about your wallet, bro.
that's what I'm saying.
Like they don't care because here's the problem, right? We spoke about this, and we going. This is the longer show today, so we gonna kind of speed through this a little bit quicker. But bro, listen, Ronnie 2K, all them dudes don't care that you're complaining about the game and keep adding them on Twitter and
Yep.
Instagram because they know niggas still gonna buy the game next year. Care
Yep.
what he talking about? See, goofy. That's what they think, whether you know it or not, whether you believe it or not, and you probably do know it, but you just like all these other dudes. It was the only basketball game out here. I want to play a basketball game. That's fine. But guess what? If you can't hold off, if you and others can't hold off on a basketball game for a year or two, then this is what's gonna keep happening.
Yep.
Simple. Like it's not really much to say to you, bro.
Yep.
Like if you don't know how to properly boycott something, nothing will get done. This is a generation of money. Well, it's always been money, but at least now, as far as video games go,
It's now
ain't
more
it
than
ain't
ever.
just about what how the public perceives you. How much money do we make off these bums? That's what they're looking at. Like, care about you bums? Like what? Oh, y'all mad because the game is glitching? Okay, you still bought it, and you gonna keep buying VC, dummy.
Yep.
And they like this too. And if we drop some shit in the swag store or some other shit or
They know you
whatever,
gonna buy that shit.
you're gonna buy it. Like, so we don't care what you have to say, bro.
Yep,
Because
precisely.
your money's talking for you. Your money is saying otherwise. If the game was so bad, you wouldn't keep buying it. You wouldn't
Mm-hmm.
keep buying stuff. You wouldn't keep spending your money on this game. You wouldn't keep playing this game.
That
And
ass.
you do both. So whether you know it or not, you're telling them the exact opposite of what you're saying on Twitter, Instagram, whatever,
Yep.
or what you're complaining about in real life. You're telling them the opposite when you play the game and when you pay the money. So do what you want with that information. That's all fine and dandy. Weezy, if you don't have anything else, if you don't have anything else to add, let's move on.
Yes, sir. Cause I can't lie to you. We're
I'm
hour
getting hungry to the mug.
we're hour and a half in, brother.
Yeah, and wifey waiting to eat. Yeah,
Yeah. So
it's tough.
what you wanna do? Not these next three out.
Oh yeah, let's get it. Let's get to
I
it.
bet. So moving on, we kind of talked about this briefly in today's episode, and it's destroying your ego. We talked about this um just a little bit when we was going through my story, and just your arrogance and ego, right? Your arrogance and ego basically it can stop you from doing a lot of shit, being with people that you want to be around, just because you have that giant ego of yours. You just want to just be ahead of everybody else, when in reality that shouldn't be the case. You should want to be on the same level as your peers. You shouldn't, like, it's not morally, nobody should be ahead of anybody morally. Like if
Human. That's the fact. We're
like
all human.
if you're really like sitting there just really realizing shit, we're all the same. Like Coop said, we're all human. We all bleed the same. We may not all think the same, but we all have the same vital organs. We all have eyes, mouth, teeth.
Emotions,
That's what I'm
thoughts,
saying. Thoughts.
fears, like all that, bro. So, like, just like, not to cut Weezy off, but like, bro, my point, what I was saying before, is really about this topic right here. Like, bro, who are you? Seriously, who do you
Facts.
think you are? Like, this is what I'm saying. And a lot of times too, we go through this. Like, even at jobs, bro, you got a boss that talk to you crazy or try to talk to you crazy, or not even you. Maybe others try to talk to others crazy because they the boss, and other people
Mm-hmm.
take it because they the boss,
Yep.
so they feel like they can't say nothing. I don't worry about no titles, no none of that. It's like, bro, these people out here that be trying to talk crazy because you a boss or you feel like you're higher up than somebody else, so you can say what you want.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like, it's not happening. So, like, same way people treat celebrities, I don't treat celebrities that way. Like, if I seen no funny shit, if I seen anybody, like J. Cole is my favorite rapper, if I seen J. Cole, the most I do be like, yo, I just let him know that I fuck with him. Like, yo, I fuck with you, bro. Blah
Word.
blah blah. That's it. No, yo, bro, J. Cole, yo, man, do you know what that is, bro? That's not me. Now, if
We're
you
all the
do
same.
that, that's fine. I'm not judging nobody, but for me, like I said, that's, I look at things for what they are. At least I try to, as much as I can. I'm not perfect. Sometimes I get lost in the sauce myself, but for the most part, I try to look at everything as for what it is. He's just a human that's really good at rhyming words on beats.
Yep.
Like, I break it down to that. Like, if I see LeBron James, he's a human that's really good at playing basketball, and has really good business sense and has really good network
Mm-hmm.
and huge net worth. So it's like, bro, I don't look at these people as the same y'all do. Y'all look at, not y'all like saying that, but a lot of people look at celebrities like they're above them or like they're some type of gods. They worship these people. They are humans, bro. Like,
Just like us.
real quick, one of my homies just sent me something the other day with a paparazzi like following Northwest, Kanye's daughter. And she says in the video, why you keep following me? You're like, he's a grown man. I don't know how old this dude is, but you can tell he's a grown man. No, it's because we love you. You're a superstar. I think it was in Paris or something. He like sounds really French, like, but like French, but like with an English, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he
Yeah, yeah,
talking English, but he
yeah,
got a French
yeah, yeah,
accent. Yes, because no, we love you. You're a superstar. I'm like, bro, you really, like, bro, come on, bro. Number one, that's a kid, bro. You doing all this for it.
Doing
You
too
doing all this
much,
because of a
bro.
kid. He was like, you're so famous. We love you. Only reason she's quote unquote so famous is because of the womb she came out of and the sack that she was shot out of.
Yes,
Not to get
precisely.
vulgar on here, but like if you really break it down to the science, y'all wouldn't be looking at these people the way that y'all do. And not y'all, but let me just say like people in general. I'm not gonna say y'all. I'm not gonna make y'all all seem like y'all are the same because
Right.
y'all may not think that way. But these people wouldn't think that way if they thought how me and Weezy think. Like if you break it down to just what they are, they're humans, bro. I'm not fanning out over no human. I'm not letting no human just try to violate me because of their job title or whatever the case may be.
You're
It's
just
not
like
happening, bro.
us.
You're just like me, bro. We were born the same way. We bleed the same way, and we're gonna die eventually. All gonna die, bro. You're not gonna live to be 8,000 years old. Like maybe then I would worship you, maybe, but not really.
Nah,
But
that's
like
nuts.
seriously, bro. So like real quick, like and I cut Weezy off. I kind of went, but
Nah, you good?
like, bro, seriously, like remember my voice. Who are you? Who do you think you are, bro? Like
Nah.
who do you think you are? Stop trying to just think you above people and this and that. Like check yourself. Destroy your ego because your ego is what a lot of people it leads to your demise for a lot of people.
Yep.
Like I was just watching something. I was just watching something the other day about John Gotti. How his ego not only destroyed him, but it destroyed the mob because he wanted to be seen. He wanted the whole point of Cosa Nostra, the mob, was to be incognito. You don't exist, but yet he's showing up in fancy ass suits, driving the best cars, he getting his hair cut every day. But he's telling the police he works in a plumbing business and he only makes $100,000 a year according to him. But he's showing up in Italian hand painted ties, and his suits are like damn near 20K. So you get what I'm
Mm.
saying? Like it's ego, and that's what ended up getting him out of here because he had to be the guy in the spotlight, which was the opposite of Cosa Nostra. He had to be that man. He had to be the guy. Same way in other situations. Their ego gets you out of here. Like, you get what
Yep.
I'm saying? Like, let's just take a current situation. We don't really talk about current things on here, but let's take something current. Let's take a R. Kelly, right? His ego. He's so damn
That got him
egotistical.
fucked up.
He thought he could do what he wanted when he wanted because he was so powerful and because he was such a great musician, right? But let's get deeper into that. Pause. And no pun intended either. He's a nasty creep. But
Yo.
he called himself the Pied Piper. Now, for those of you who don't know what the Pied Piper is or who the Pied Piper is, the Pied Piper is an old story, which they say is based off a real story, but it can't be confirmed. It's an old English folk tale that is it's told to scare children. But pretty much what the Pied Piper is literally a guy that came into town and there was a huge rat problem. He lured away the rats with the flute, and he was supposed to get paid for that. They didn't pay him, so instead he came back into town. Instead of luring away rats, he lured away the children. The children never came back. So it's a tale about mischievous
Oh
children and
no.
this and that. Now R. Kelly for years has been calling himself the Pied Piper. So now you know what that story is, right? He was that arrogant, bro. That egotistical and that sick to call himself that, to name himself after a pretty much a folk tale villain that lured away children from their families and they were never seen again. And he called
Nuts.
himself that.
Nuts.
Not behind closed doors, not called him on wiretap or he say she said. He said it in his songs.
Nuts.
And step in the name of love, he kept calling himself that. Y'all know I'm the Pied Piper. He kept calling himself that shit. And I never knew what that was. And I would always sing along with that shit. Like, all right, that's a fire nickname, yo. Okay. No.
Nuts.
You get what I'm saying? But that's ego shit. And now he has a 30 ball. Now niggas is crying now. But
He's
his
out of
ego
here.
got in the way. He's done. He's clips. So we could go on and on. There's like many cases that y'all know. Ego gets you in trouble. Destroy
Facts.
your ego because your ego will lead to your demise eventually. I'm hoping it doesn't, but if you don't, it's damn near inevitable unless something drastic changes you or something like around you, like your circumstance. But
Definitely.
I digress. Weezy, do you have anything to add to that, my guy?
Uh, just check yourself, bro. Honestly, just you just just gotta have that realization that maybe your ego is really what's holding you back for real. It's
Facts.
maybe
Was
about
holding a
that.
lot of us back.
Yeah, and maybe it's about that time you really just take that step back and realize that shit for yourself before ultimately it's too late and you end up making a decision that you cannot come back from.
Facts.
So, yeah, moving on because we're an hour 44 minutes in, and this may end up being a two hour episode. No cap.
Making up for the last weeks. But let's get it, man.
So, understanding loyalty, cool. What does that mean to you, my good sir?
Well, understanding loyalty, it's let's think. I'm trying to think how to put this. So understanding loyalty is kind of like a two-parter. So first part is understanding how like what loyalty is,
Mm,
and also the other part to that is understanding who's loyal to you. It's really three-parter. Who's loyal to you, and then the other part is who you need to be loyal to,
mm,
and how to do so. Because the reason why, you know what I'm saying, we bringing this up, there was a minor situation that happened over the wedding weekend that we didn't get to because, you know, the whole wedding
yeah,
situation, we recapped it. It was a long episode. Y'all get the point, right? Long story short, though. So, what needed to be explained was, bro, if your loyalty lies with this person, you need to be able to show that that's what's going on.
yep,
Because it's not just one thing to just say, nah, you know I'm loyal. I mean, like, but your actions have to show that you're loyal as well.
mm-hmm,
You know what I'm saying? They got to match. So understanding loyalty for this, I would say, is understanding what it means to be loyal, which is to, for me, is just to always be like, always be 100, always be riding with that person. Not always riding with that person, but always sticking with that person.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Obviously, there's times where you can't do that because sometimes that person is just you got to cut them off because,
yeah,
or it's just a situation where like, nah, I can't ride with that, bro. You my guy, but I can't ride with that. But
yeah,
you know what I'm saying? That loyalty, that loyalty, just like literally like just for me personally, my definition would just be sticking with somebody, riding with somebody, like riding with
definitely,
somebody, you know, through the good, through the bad, just being there. But the thing with this topic is when you don't understand that, right? When you do things that puts that in question,
mm,
or another part that I just thought of too that happened too, something that happened is when you question somebody's loyalty that
mm,
maybe should be questioned or maybe it shouldn't. Who knows, right?
right,
Because I don't want to get this like too so they'd be like, I think I know what they're talking about. No, but so yeah, so like if you question somebody's loyalty that's been down for you and that's loyal to you, you lose that person's loyalty because that's something that it's like it's almost like I explained it to our friend group. It's like your girl accusing you of cheating. Once you do that and you especially when you weren't cheating, it's not gonna be the same no
exactly,
more. It's not gonna be the same no more.
exactly,
Cause now it's like, all right, damn, you don't even trust me. And once that trust is gone, it's kind of over with. Because
exactly,
loyalty is also a trust thing. I gotta trust that you'll be loyal to me. And
yep,
once you break that trust, or once I feel like you don't trust me that I'm loyal, now I'm gonna have to kind of distance myself from you now. So the whole loyalty thing is very tricky. You have to be careful and remember when you are loyal to somebody and when you're supposed to be loyal to somebody, you have to show that. Your actions have to always show that through in and throughout, man.
yep,
Because there's times where you may get lost in the sauce. I ain't gonna lie, you may get lost in the sauce, but you got to remember who your loyalty lies with. That's the main thing. You got to always understand. If you're in a situation, right? Let's say it's you and let's say you're a woman, right? Let's say it's you with your girlfriends, and it's a dude that you vibing with. Let's say you met him at the club or whatever. Boom, boom, boom. You can't just leave your girls without saying nothing and just dip off.
facts,
You know what I'm saying? Without saying nothing and just randomly go with this dude that you've been vibing with because you really feeling this dude. Your loyalty is not to this dude. You don't even know this nigga.
yep,
Your loyalty is to your girls. Let your girls know what's going on.
yep,
You know what I'm saying? So it's like one of those. Like you gotta understand who your loyalty is with. Like you can't just. It's almost kind of like I don't know, like playing a fence. Because that same situation, if dude leave you crying, who the first people you're gonna run back to? Your girls.
yep,
Oh, look what he did. he's such a like whatever. Niggas ain't shit. Blah blah. You gonna run to your girls and complain and cry,
Yo.
whatever. But you left him to go with. So don't come back crying now,
Mm-hmm.
sweetie. You know what I'm saying? So long story short, just to wrap it up. Understand loyalty first and foremost, what it means to you. Think about it for yourself. I probably got to do a better definition for myself as well, because I haven't really gave it too much thought, but I feel like I need to give it more thought. But for me, like I said, loyalty is just like being down with somebody through and through. Obviously, there's don't be loyal to a fault. You can be loyal to a fault,
Definitely.
but
Definitely.
I think that's also part of loyalty is understanding when to kind of back away.
Yep.
I think that's another step. I think that's another, you know, side of loyalty, another part to loyalty. So I think that's kind of really what I have for that. Just understand the loyalty. What does it mean to yourself? Also understand people that are loyal to you, that's supposed to be loyal to you, but don't expect it either.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like we always say, kind of don't be really expecting stuff from people. You should
Yeah.
kind of have it in your mind, like, no, they should be loyal to me. Like this person, me and him is homies, or me and her is like, this is my girl or my wife or whatever. They should be loyal to me, but don't expect it because people are a lot of times unpredictable. So that's how you kind of get sidetracked and
Mm-hmm.
betrayed when you expect things from people without really, you know what I'm saying? So my thing would be don't expect it. Kind of understand what should happen, but don't expect it.
Yep.
And then lastly, understand who you should be loyal to. Understand where your loyalty does lie at the end of the day. So I think that'll help you with your actions. So maybe if you are in the club with your girlfriends and you're about to leave with this dude, maybe you go about that a little bit differently. Maybe you still do go out with the dude, but maybe it's in a different manner to where your girls don't feel slighted, don't feel like you just dipped
Yeah.
out on them. You know what I'm saying? So
Let them know type
one of them
shit.
situations. So, like I said, understand loyalty, what it means to you. Understand who should be loyal to you, and understand who you should be loyal to, and where your loyalty lies. So that's what I got for that. Weezy, what you got?
Honestly, bro, like I'm pretty much on the same standpoint you're on. It's just like once you can truly figure out and understand what, like Coop said, what loyalty means to you and how you treat loyalty,
Yes,
because
offended.
a lot of people treat loyalty different. Like a lot of people's definitions when it comes to loyalty can can in a way be skewed, but once you figure out how you want your loyalty to come back to you and how you give out your loyalty, it'll make things be a lot more clear on not just your side, but also the people that are close to you as well, so that they also know, like, all right, boom, like this is how it's going to be. So it's just not like y'all both just aren't guessing. Like y'all both actually know, like, all right, boom, like I won't even have to like question this person's loyalty because they're actually doing the action that they said that they were going to do. And like Coop
Facts.
said, you don't want to expect loyalty out of anybody. That's because that should only end up getting you killed. And I say that as a term of expression, but it's facts though. Once you start to expect people to just be there and ride for you, you'll end up you won't have nobody for you, nobody around you, nobody there to really pick you up when you really need it, just because you expected it. But it's like I said, this goes back to the point of understanding, communicating, and letting the other person know, like, all right, boom, here's what I want you to do, here's what I'm gonna do. Meet each other at the halfway point, be like, yo, like, all right, here's where our loyalty stands. Here's where we stand as a community, as a communion, so that it isn't, you know what I'm saying, just either one-sided or somebody doing some shicey shit or whatever. And being loyal to somebody, I feel like being loyal to somebody is bigger than love, to be honest. Because loyalty, people can show you loyalty in many different ways, right? That could be good, bad, or indifferent. That could mean somebody, oh, you know what I'm saying, you may needed $10 or something just to get some food ask one of your homies or something, be like, yo, can you spot me or whatever. But it means, like I said, to me, loyalty just means a lot more than love, because you could show me love, but people could also take back love, and people could also take back loyalty. But I feel like once you give me your loyalty, you're basically giving me your trust all at the same time, and you're basically showing me that, yo, like, really down to ride for a nigga. So it's just understanding how you want to give that out. Everything is full circle. So it's pretty much all I have for that too.
Nah, real quick too to add to that point, just real quick. Yeah, loyalty for me, loyalty is over love because the people that love you hurt you the most,
Yep.
and the people that's loyal to you don't really like. If you like, for example, if you have somebody that's if you could choose between somebody that loves you 100% or that's loyal to you 100%,
Loyalty.
I'm picking the loyalty 100% because that person's never gonna snake me. The person that love you is gonna do some grimy shit to you.
Yep. Yep.
So loyalty is definitely over love for sure for me at least. I don't know about you guys. I know we have some lovers. We have some lovers in the in our family. Some lovers.
I ain't gonna lie. I used to be a CLB. I can't lie.
Yeah, no, in fact, that's definitely fact. Definitely was a certified lover boy at 1.2. But you know what I mean. But no, the love is under loyalty for me at least. I know, like
Facts.
I said, we got some lovers in the Hollow family, but
Hey man.
nah, we lovers too, man. But like it's not over love. I mean, it's not over loyalty. So that's what we got for that one.
Yeah.
But moving on to our finito topic of the day, man, and that is seeing the bigger picture. And now, when it comes to seeing the bigger picture, the reason why this topic, because we are the HoloBros, we're not gonna get too in depth, put people on blast. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, what stays in the circle, we'll be in the circle.
Yes,
But
sir.
some things happen, once again around the wedding week, or on the wedding weekend, that we kind of figured that it would be a good topic. We didn't get to cover it, obviously, because the whole recap was the whole episode in itself.
It was long as
But
hell.
seeing a bigger picture, right? So the thing with the theme of that weekend, there was a few things, but one of them was people not being able to see the bigger picture, people getting lost in the sauce, lost in the vibes,
Yep.
not really seeing how things looked in totality because they were so focused on what was going on in such a minute scale, such a minute frame. It's kind of like you getting a picture. Like, I don't know if you guys ever played this game, like just get a picture and then just zoom it in like a million times, and then you have to guess what the full picture is, and it's hard as hell to guess.
I know
You
you're
know what I'm
talking
saying?
about.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like it's extremely difficult to guess. Like, it'll be a fly's eye or some shit like
Yeah.
that,
Facts.
like something crazy like that, right? And you have to guess, but you never can guess. Why? Because it's hard to see what's going on when you're just focused on such a small, minute detail, which such as a vibe, or I'm just in the zone, I didn't even know. So the point is, always try to self-reflect. This whole podcast is mostly about self-reflection and self-development,
Facts.
because the
Character development.
self-development and self-reflection comes before any other enlightenment or any other awakening you can experience. Because number one, you have to number one, see the problem before there could be a problem. You have to know that your check engine light is on. It has to pop up on your dashboard in order for you to be able to check your engine. Some people just randomly check their engines just to do it, but most of the time, if that check engine light don't come on, you're not gonna know it's a problem.
Yep.
You have to be your own check engine light, or your gas meter. You have to know that your gas is too low, or whatever like that. You have to do that for yourself. You have to be self maintenance. You have to change your settings, update your settings, all of that at all times. So you have to see the bigger picture. And like I said, the theme of that, one of the themes was not seeing the bigger picture, which led to a lot of feelings getting hurt, a lot of people like just being like, oh word, that's how it is, one of those situations, because
Hmm.
people were just so lost in vibes and things of that nature that the bigger picture was lost, and they didn't even know how bad certain situations looked at one point because they were just so lost in the sauce, lost in a vibe. You know what I'm saying? They were so focused on that small detail. They were so zoomed in on that picture. They couldn't see that that was a fly.
On that one
People was
thing.
guessing. oh, it's honey and this, like, you know what I'm saying? They like, cause they don't even know what's, they just see it's yellow. That's all they see. It's yellow or it's goldenish or whatever, and that's it. So my point is, you have to be able to like in the moment. I know it's difficult. I'm not saying that it's easy. I'm not. I know it. I'm trying to make it. I'm not making it seem like it's easy, but I'm trying to just explain to y'all that it needs to be done in order for you to become better as a person and avoid certain situations. You have to sometimes, even if you're in the middle of the moment, take a step back and think, how does this all look right now?
Mm. Yep.
Me here, maybe talking to this person, or maybe doing this or doing that, or not doing this or not doing that. How does this all look, right? So, for example, right, let me just give you like a quick example that everybody could probably relate to, especially if you're in the African American community. You go into somebody's house, right, that you don't know. You don't speak.
Oh no.
Already a sign of disrespect.
Oh
But
no.
in your mind, maybe it's because uh you didn't see nobody, or you just went and sat down. You know what I'm saying? So to you, it's no harm, no foul. I don't know, nobody's here right now. I don't know. I don't see nobody. But to them, it's a slap in the face. Because
Yep.
in the bigger picture, it's like, damn, this just came in my crib and didn't even acknowledge me. Like this his crib or something.
Yep.
That's how it's looked at in the black community. And I can only speak to our community because that's where like I'm from. So
Yeah.
if it probably happens to other communities as well, but just in the black community, I can speak to because I'm black. Sorry, the other communities, I know you know, I want to include you guys, but I don't know what goes on. Sorry. But
Right.
anyway, so my point is being, you think it's harmless. I just went and sat on the couch. That's it. It wasn't nothing bad. It wasn't like I killed nobody. Nothing. It was not like I disrespected nobody. But to them, it's like a slap in the face. So my point is, when you go into somebody's house, it's important. I always do this. How does it look right now if I don't say nothing? How do it look if I do say something? You gotta weigh those. It's always, you have to
Yup.
always weigh, always self-reflect, all of that. So like I said, guys, just always try, at least try to look at the bigger picture. You have to see the bigger picture if you want to avoid a lot of these things that aren't really that big of a deal, but they are big of a deal because you ended up hurting somebody that you cared about, or made people think something else that wasn't going on, or whatever the case may be, because you were so
Mm-hmm.
lost in the vibe and you were so zoomed in on that image. You didn't zoom out to see the full picture and see how it all looks in
Yep.
totality. So that's all I got for that. Weezy, what you got for me, bro?
Honestly, bruh, everything that you do, I feel like we talked about this on previous episodes, bruh. Everything you do has a subsequent reaction to it. Everything. Literally everything. And so I say that to say, whether if you're walking into somebody's house for the first time, whether you're linking up with friends for the first time, whatever the case is, whether if it's a certain situation going on, you want to make sure that you weigh out all the possible different outcomes that could possibly go on. How, I'm not saying you should be self-conscious into, you know what I'm saying, the way you're being with people, but also um having that self-realization, having that self-reflection to the point where you just know, like, you just know how to, like, be around people, like, you know how to, like, talk, open your mouth, but just when doing those things as well, you make sure that the actions that you're doing as well isn't in a malicious intent to the other person. Because like Coop said, you could walk into somebody's house and not speak, especially in a black household. If you just walk in the house and not speak, they gonna look at you crazy. They gonna tell you get the fuck out.
Facts.
What what
That's offending, dude.
without you really being like, yo, like, what did I do? Nigga, you ain't speak, you ain't do nothing. That's why. Get
That's a
the fuck
fact.
out.
You didn't do Nathan. Get out,
So
goofball.
it's just like, I say that to say, like, yo, you have to think of every single possible outcome that could potentially arise and try to make sure that all your bases are covered, and just see the bigger picture and things. Stop focusing on just the small minute details. Cause yeah, the minute details, they matter too, but there's something way more bigger than that, than just the small, that one small little detail. It's a something that's, it's a whole canvas. You have to take a look at the whole canvas
It's a fact.
from the outsider perspective, and not just nitpicking and everything, 'cause that doesn't do anything for you. So
That's a fact.
just have that realization, just have that mindfulness. That's the key word, mindfulness, in just having all your bases covered, bro. So
That's a fact.
that's pretty much all I have for that.
But yeah, yeah, no, that's a fact. Real quick, like I said, I think this point right here is so important, and I'm just keep saying it, just because I like to use illustrations. I think it helps people. It helps me, so I'm pretty sure it may help other people out there. Think about it as like I said, you're zooming in 10,000 times, or you just 10 times on a fly's eye. One of their, you know how eyes, you know how the flies got like them hexagon eyes, and they like
Yup.
even bees or stuff like that. They got them like it's like 100 different hexagons on the one eye.
Mhm.
You're zoomed in on that one little part right there. If I tell you guess what it is and give you 100 tries, you're not gonna know what that is. Well, why? Because
Facts.
it's impossible. Not impossible because you can obviously get a lucky guess, but it's extremely difficult to figure out what that is because you're so focused and so lost and laser focused on one thing you can't even see what's going on around you. So picture that, like no pun intended, but like visualize that and understand that. Like if you're so locked in on one thing, picture that that what I just said. Like you're just so locked in on that one part of the fly's eye, you can't even see the whole fly.
Yep.
So now you're so locked in on everything else. You're so locked in on one thing that everything else is just
It's a blur.
going around you. And then like literally, it became a point at one point on the phone. I had to keep explaining to one of my friends, like, yo, no, like they were like, yo, it was that, it looked like that, like that's how it looked. I'm like, yeah, no, it looked worse than that.
It was
What
bad.
you're like, it was bad, really bad. Like, so I kept saying that, and like they were laughing because they thinking I'm playing. I'm like, no, like it was bad, like because they thinking I'm just like messing with them, like, cause I like to troll, I like to joke with my friends, but they think I'm like just playing around because they were so lost in everything. They were so zoomed in on that fly's eye that when I told them, no, that picture is actually of a fly, they're like, nah, it's not a fly. Come on, like a fly, like why?
Yup.
How would that be a fly? Like, there's no way that could be a fly. But then when I zoom it out, then they can see, oh damn, you're right, that is a fly, right?
Yup.
And I know that's a stupid example, it's a silly example, but I just like I said, I like to give y'all a visualization on thing because that helps me out. So I'm pretty sure it may help some people out there out as well. But yeah, so don't be so locked in on one particular thing when you're doing stuff. Like another example, the other example I gave about you just walking in somebody's house and sitting down on the couch because you don't see nobody. Instead of
Mhm.
walking around, maybe seeing if somebody's there you can speak to, say, hey, how's it going, blah blah. Instead, you just go down, sit there, kick your feet up on the little footrest, and sit
Nuts.
back, change the TV channel or whatever you want to watch, and act
Nuts.
like it's your crib. That's a slap in the face to people. You don't think so because you just so in the moment. You like, oh, I didn't see nobody. I'm gonna just sit down. But instead, you're not looking at. If you were looking at the bigger picture, you would say, nah, this will look weird if I just walk in somebody's house, not say nothing, sit down, and just GMAC. Instead, you could think about other things. I'm gonna just wait right here until I see somebody. Let me just walk around real quick, see if I can find somebody, say hello to, speak to them, whatever, blah blah. Instead of just sitting down, turning on Family Guy with your feet kicked up, you took your shoes off, or socks off, you just chilling. Like you
On your
think at one
asshole and
point
shit.
you grabbed the Pepsi out the fridge, like you just
Yo,
went crazy.
that's nuts, bro.
Like no, so like if you look at the bigger picture, you will see that looks nuts.
Yup.
But if you're just so lost in the sauce of just, oh, I'm just doing this and this is what's going on, you're not gonna realize how bad that looks. You know what I'm saying? So
That
just
ass.
like you said, just keep always pay attention to the bigger picture. Always understand that there is a bigger picture. And like me and Weezy said, man, this when you see the bigger picture, when you're able to see the bigger picture, have all your bases covered, you'll be able to understand and you'll be able to move better. You'll be able to have a better interactions with people, better situations, better outcomes for you because
Mhm.
you've understood how certain things look. Because at the end of the day, I'm gonna end with this: perception is reality.
Yup. That
Also,
ass.
dreams can turn into reality. D2R, love you.
Yes, sir.
Like,
Dreams to
free
reality,
plug, free
baby.
shout out.
Now, I feel like that's a hell of a way to end it. I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't even about to sit up here and cap because we 2 hours and 9 minutes in.
Damn.
And I know y'all. We talked y'all motherfucking heads off this week, but
So what?
hey man, it was look,
It was an
we
honor.
it was definitely an honor. Plus, we really ain't give you one of these episodes in a couple of weeks. Oh yeah. It was about that. It was about damn time.
Yeah.
But
Y'all were due. Y'all were owed one for sure.
definitely, definitely old one. Definitely old one.
Definitely due for one for sure.
But hey man, with that being said, make sure y'all go ahead, do all the YouTube shit. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe, and share this video out with y'all friends. And make sure y'all friends
Do
of
it
y'all
now. We
friends
watching.
watch this motherfucking episode and all the previous episodes as well. And
Do it now. We're watching.
as always, man, we're around every single Saturday. Every Saturday, 10 a.m.
We're watching. Do
Always,
it now.
man. Smash that sub button too while y'all
We're
down.
watching. Do it now.
But hey, man,
Hurry up. You heard what he told you. Do it.
smash that motherfucker, dude. But
Quick.
yeah, man. I think that's gonna be it for your boy homies, dude. You see what I'm saying?
I think that's your boy Coop, and I think we're out of here.
Yeah, hell of an episode, bro. Like to see y'all next week. Bye.